everybody?
Oh, did we come in? Oh, no.
Yes,
We
we have
sure
come
did.
in.
Oh,
I forgot that. Running
We're
ahead,
here.
whatever. All right, hi everybody. Hi, Lewis. Welcome to our Tuesday game. You've joined right at the end. Uh,
Goodbye, everybody.
and I mean end of the campaign. Anyway, last week
The end of everybody.
you all had a lovely, emotional little pre-final everything talk,
Ooh.
and it was quite fantastic. And you've all had your little moments, but it is time. So I ask you, where you going, and what's your plan?
Well, I think we agreed that we wanted the fight to happen in what's left of Telbury because it's already trashed
It's
beyond
already
compare.
destroyed, so why
Yeah.
not, right?
All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that was. I think that was the plan.
Right. Then you have, let's say, it's a day trip that way. Let's say you have one more day on the airship. Everyone is together. Everyone is gathered up. Any last words? I should have changed the intro song. Lewis, I hate you for telling me that now.
We have an intro song.
Yeah, for
It's
the
like
little,
Nier.
it's a Pascal song. It's great. Lewis is like, "When's the epic intro play?" And I'm like, "Fuck, that would be great." I'll get something together on Fuser. So yes, you have a final day on the ship. Probably not the most comfortable or, you know, romanticized version of your possible last day on Earth, but anyone want to do anything before or do we just go?
I've got something,
All right.
but I need Ingoel.
Ingo will.
Angle Will exists. Hello.
Loam's gonna walk up to you and let's get the voice down. You forgot all about our tea party, haven't you?
No.
No.
Why would I?
Oh,
Why do you think I would have forgotten about the tea party?
never asked if we wanted to do it. I was waiting for you.
There was a lot of stuff that I was, finishing up. I actually have a moment to sit down and breathe now, so I'm more than welcome to talk now and have our little tea party.
As long as it's not a bad time.
I don't think it's a bad time. Do you think it's a bad time?
I don't think so either.
Nice.
Well, I don't really know how this works. I figured it
So
was just you make the tea, we make conversation.
that is generally how tea parties work. Yes, I'm gonna sit here. I'm going to make some nice tea. We're gonna talk some things over, whatever you're in the mood to talk about. I don't have any particular things in mind. Just you and I
Okay.
having a nice conversation.
You go out teaching Loam how to tea party.
I'm glad Sark's excited for that.
Loam's been just adorable these last 2 episodes.
I've turned him into me. I don't like that.
We softened him. He's not hard
Yeah.
no more.
Yeah, now he's a soft-boiled rock.
It's because of the hat.
Soft rock.
Peel away the dirt.
So with that,
Soft gooey
Angel's
center
gonna
inside.
sit Lone down at a nice little table on the airship while we're flying over, because it takes a little while. She's gonna brew up some of the nicest tea that she can find, and she's gonna just put the tea leaves in the little pot. I don't know what the I don't out of character know the perfect way to make tea, but in character, would definitely know how to make tea. So
Yeah, you just throw some shit in some boiling water and it's tea.
I feel like there's more to it than that, but let's go with that. Sure, I guess.
There really isn't. As someone who makes tea all the time,
It depends on the type of tea.
it's
sorry,
still just put stuff
Hex
in
what?
water, wait,
Yeah.
drink.
What is heck going on about?
Oh no, that's the Papa John's quote.
We deserve for the creation of Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. What's so wrong with Wrath of Cortex? That game is fine. That is not Crash of the Titans.
So, anything in particular you want to talk about?
You were missed at the beach.
Yeah, I imagine I was.
How many cups are involved?
We tried having fun, and most of us did have lots of fun. But
I'm glad to
it
hear that.
wasn't the same knowing that you weren't there. So where did you go?
Wes,
West.
Yeah.
We were on the most western part of the continents. Where exactly did you? You didn't just fly off into the ocean, did you?
Yeah.
What did you do in the middle of the ocean?
Well, I did a few things, so you're gonna have to be a little bit more specific.
Just please give me the rundown, the whole list, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. So I went out there, had a little bit of a thing at the whole, oblivion that is to the west if you sail all the way out there, and the fact that you don't just die, you get utterly destroyed. And I found the idea of oblivion to be worse than death itself. Just, ceasing to exist is even worse than I think than just dying. So I decided I wanted to try to do something and prevent people from just ceasing to exist. So,
And what was that something?
well, I might have, in a frustrated rage, uh, ignited a chain of volcanoes underneath the ocean and created a massive landmass that blocked people from being able to sail west.
Inglewood made the world not flat.
Loam's just kind of like he hasn't sipped much of his tea, but he's just sort of like sat the cup back down, trying to like ponder what exactly the hell she just said.
Understandable. And then, those volcanoes exploding and doing what volcanoes do underwater formed a large chain, like, I don't know what the exact word is. It's not like a singular island. It's like a really long island. It's just, it was full of fertile soil because, volcano explosions and reefs and stuff kind of got all mixed in. So all of the soil that was buried deep underground got turned upwards and turned into a landmass. So I thought, well, this is convenient. Well, why don't I just. And then I cast some more magic and I rapidly, grew several 100 miles worth of plants all along the uh, island. And then I thought, this place looks really lonely with just plants, so I might have decided to import a whole bunch of animals there for them to enjoy and live there. And then I thought, but then they can just continue to sail west from here. So I altered some ocean currents to where you can't sail west from the island. It automatically pushes you back east into the island. And then I was worried some people would come up with a way to get past it and still go into the void. So I made a really big storm that just stays there and never leaves.
Oh, correct me if I'm wrong here.
So Ingowell made a paywall?
You can't pay to get around this wall.
No, you can't.
You made a very long island stretching
Mhm.
very far from north to south.
Mhm.
You decided it needed plants, grass, trees, animals,
And
and that
fruit
it would
trees
be
and berry
paradise.
bushes and a whole bunch of us. It's like a thriving ecosystem now.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
A thriving ecosystem which is currently under threat of storm.
No. The storm won't ever move. It's further west of the island. Like, how do I explain it? So, like, you know how there's hurricanes, right? Imagine about 100 miles off the west coast of the thing. There's this big hurricane just sitting immobile in the middle of the ocean, never going away,
Okay.
stopping people from being able to go further out west.
Did you just name it Long Island Ingowell?
Long Island Ingowell.
It's there now. It's there forever.
It's a
Yeah,
good
well, I
drink,
mean,
by
until
the
the
way.
magic runs out, which will be. She sits there and make a calculation in her head. Like 300 years? Something like that.
I will never.
I was
Okay.
very tired yesterday. I'm still
I will never.
tired today.
I will never understand the gods. Maybe it's my mortal side that's preventing me from exactly understanding the big solution here. But you made an island to prevent people from completely leaving the way that they choose by sailing west and becoming nothing. You prevented that forever.
Mm. For at least 300 years, yeah.
What if someone doesn't set port from the beach? What if they set sail someone further south?
Well, that's why I did the entire stretch of the island.
It,
I did the whole thing.
does it extend all the way to the very north, then to the very south of
I
the entire
don't
planet?
know. Probably? It's really big.
Sounds like something she should know.
So you have prevented anyone from ever sailing from east ever again.
Well, I mean, they can't sail out towards the area that everyone says that, you just disappear if you go that way.
Let
Like,
me rephrase the question.
okay.
If someone from another continent decided, I want to go to somewhere where it's on the very west of the map, but I'm on the very east. Instead of sailing for 7 to 8 months westward, I'm going to sail from east to the new west and only make it a 3 month trip. Is that going to be possible now with this island there?
And Guola just goes to open her mouth, holds up a finger, slowly has her finger go down, and her mouth slowly closes and goes, huh.
Listen, I just love that there's a new West.
Well, I mean, if they go a bit south first,
How far south are we talking?
You have a map on you?
I love
No.
that this is just. Oh, I clearly didn't think out some of the ramifications.
No, I don't have a map.
Okay. Hmm. It's not like I made a giant, impassable wall of storms. That'd be well beyond me. I just have a large localized storm in the area where everyone said that if you sailed this way west, you just disappeared. It doesn't cut off
That's
like everything. Just the weird. I don't know. What's the word you would call it? I don't know. Just
The dead spot.
the dead spot. Yeah, just the
The
dead
Bermuda
spot.
Triangle?
Yeah, you're
Oh
Bermuda
my god.
of the thing where people just disappear. Yeah, no. Just the dead spot. Just
yeah.
the dead spot is kind of cut off. Mostly cut off. I mean, if you really brave
Isn't
and you just fly through it, I guess you could technically get through it, but you'd have to fly it through a big storm, and it would be a lot of difficult, and that'd take a whole lot of effort, and I don't know. That's a whole lot of effort just to specifically just decide to null yourself, which is still very strange and weird.
I thought the whole point was sailing west anywhere would just
No, I
end
was
you
told it was
forever.
specifically this dead spot. Like this dead spot on this island leading out west.
Okay,
That's what I was told.
look, just even forgetting that whole what if it was the entire west argument for a second.
Okay. Forgot.
Do you understand this may be considered an invasion on free will? These people that were doing this, which I don't agree with, and I know you don't either, they wanted to do this for a specific reason. Even then, the group of people that you saw before you disappeared, most of them ended up not doing it. The only two who left were a very old man who lost all his family because all his family were considered not good people by us, and a woman, a newlywed, whose husband was evil and was considered not very good by us. But she felt she was so damaged beyond that point that she didn't want to live anymore. Granted, like I said, I don't agree with it. Very clearly, you didn't agree with it either. But this is what they wanted. And now we keep them on an island, covered in storms, and call it a paradise.
No, it's
Is
not
this not?
covered in storms. The storm is specifically 100 miles off to the west.
And if they decide to leave, not go west, but go back east.
Well, then they'll just go back east. If they
There's no
decide to
storms
sail back,
preventing them.
they no. They're not trapped on the island. They just can't go west to the void zone. The whole thing was specifically to make it impossible for people to go to the void zone, because oblivion is not a good alternative to just dying. Just simply ceasing to exist and not even being able to have like an afterlife where things might be better in some way is just, I don't know. Oblivion is the sort of thing that happens to you when a demon devours your soul and you just cease to exist. That whole concept is just not okay to me.
You keep saying void zone, and my brain is doing a Korlands chalk zone rendition.
Oh no. That's not what I'm going
Somebody
for.
mentioned the chalk zone.
Oh no.
Ingwill's about to
Suddenly,
talk
Chalk Zone is canon, just like Finding Nemo
and Predator. And Predator.
and Predator.
And Alien, for that matter.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
This is such a weird world.
And by extension, Bobby Darin also exists in Korlands.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Finding Nemo. In Australia.
Why are you thanking Australia?
No, no, no. I'm not thanking Australia. Australia is also confirmed for confirming Bobby Darin. Thank you, finding Nemo.
Australia
Well, it comes
exists
from
in
this-
Korlands because
Yeah,
where is
P42 Albee Way, Sydney.
Where's Ferris
P
from?
Sherman 42 Albee Way,
Yeah,
Sydney.
that's what I was about to say. Ferris is from Australia.
Yeah,
New Zealand, for fuck's sake.
You're right. The island next
yeah,
to
but
Australia.
it's not P. Sherman Wallaby Way, New Zealand.
P Sherman 42
Or
Albee Way,
Auckland.
Sydney.
Exactly. So,
Listen.
now with an
P-
absence of New
P-
Zealand, you're now
sure, man.
Australian.
I
Go right
now
ahead, Andrew. I'm not going to stop you. At least leave the mic on so we can hear it.
I now understand why we're facing apocalypse. The longer I stare at this map, the more Floridas I see.
Jesus Christ.
It's Loam realizing what you just said.
Just look at it. There's so many Floridas.
They're called peninsulas, I'm pretty sure.
They are.
Listen, you can take the Florida woman out of Florida, but you can't take the Florida out of the Florida
Good
woman.
lord.
I got my Jeeps in my Florida.
Jeeps!
God.
They're back!
They never left.
It's such a ridiculous name for them. Who the fuck is gonna call them Jeeps?
To
The
explain
Germans,
this,
apparently.
But yeah, I also made a little town over there. Like that way, there's shelter. It's empty right now, but like it's got little houses. They're kind of like the houses I wanted to make in Remnant, but I didn't get a chance to because I got told no. So
Did
I
you
just
give
made the
them
house a little-
volleyballs they could paint faces on?
No, no, I didn't. But like
Is
it
it-
makes it up to be a nice place, so maybe they'll just sit there and rethink their life and go, oh, I don't know, maybe things aren't as bad as they come up to be. And if they decide to come back, they decide to come back. Like it's easy to just cast yourself upon the ocean and decide, oh, I'm just gonna cease to be there for whatever. I don't have any responsibility in this regard. But if you get to the end and find out you can't just cast yourself off the edge and just go into oblivion, and you don't just have an easy way out to just be all like, whatever, I don't want to live anymore, then maybe they'll rethink their idea. If you if you
Maybe they
if you
just
They
could
may
just do
rethink
something,
it, but
and
they might not have
I'm-
the best survival odds knowing who is there.
what do you mean, knowing who is there?
It was an
Knowing the
elderly
two that were sent, an old man.
and a rather young woman.
Well, I mean, why I left supplies and stuff. I don't know who's gonna show up on that island.
It's implying they have the skills to use the supplies too.
That's
It's
implying they
overreaches
even
like
want
this
to
to
survive.
lead to
And
uprisings
if they
against the
decide they
gods.
just they would rather just die instead of living on, then that is still their decision. But them dying and moving on to the afterlife is still better than them throwing themselves into an oblivion void.
Listen, if space jammers are a thing, doesn't this mean that we could get drones and
Space
just
jammers?
have?
You mean spelljammers?
No. No, she
Technically-
doesn't. She means space
No.
jammers.
technically Ferris
the
has
German-
had a drone since about like the 4th session.
This is the German version of Spelljammers.
In Korlands, do we have a real jam going down?
I'm slam now.
Michael Jordan is a thing. Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan is canon.
Jordan's.
God fucking damn it.
Michael
Mike, check
Jordaners.
that shit out. Michael Jordan, eat my fucking dick.
Michael Jordaners.
What's that quote I had
I
in
don't even
Nightbot? What is it?
remember.
Hold on, I'll find it. 'Cause someone asked for the list here. Keep going. I'll
Check
just.
that out, Michael fucking Jordan. Eat your dick. Quote 777 even.
Hey!
I'm changing my fucking status. Fuck this shit. We
just-
killed Andrew.
I was just gonna say all we need are some drones, and then we could just have like Korlands Survivor, is what Inglewill has essentially created. Here's some supplies. Let's put you on an island and see what happens.
You all describe it like this. Out of this, she has described it as essentially a perfect little community, like of homes and like nice little places with like
That
a
is
library
empty of people.
and then infinite
Yeah.
supplies for whoever lives there.
If I wanted to kill myself, sail
It's-
off to the ocean to let God do His work,
And you
stumbled
essentially
upon
land
fucking
in like Hawaii
I
without
landed
the
in the-
colonizer
I-
issues.
I landed in the middle of fucking suburbia.
It's like Hawaii. I wouldn't call it suburbia. It's not. They're not like. It is
Suburban
very.
Hawaii.
So bye.
It's like the house
Dubai.
from Moana.
In Dubai.
It's Dubai. It's Abu Dhabi.
Oh,
Is there a Korlands Miyazaki making howls moving castle and Nightbot just
oh, hang on. You've all just fucking said something to me, and now I don't remember what it's from. You've all just awakened a memory in me.
Oh
There's
no.
From
something
Space
that
Jam.
Abu Dhabi is a big thing from, and now I'm trying to remember.
Are you thinking
Well,
of
it's just-
Fern Gully?
Garfield?
Fern Gully. I'm sorry, did you say Fern Gully?
You did.
That took
Oh,
place in
it's
the
a thing
Amazon
in-
rainforest. This is the middle of the fucking desert.
Ignore me. I'm crazy. It's a thing in Gilbert Garfield.
Gilbert Godfrey?
Gilbert Garfield.
I've lost it. This is the
Yeah.
end of the
Anyway, go
this is
back
the
to
end of
the
the
go
session.
back to the end
Goodbye,
character
ladies and
stuff.
gentlemen. I can't fucking take it anymore.
I'll show you
No.
Gilbert Garfield later. It's terrifying. Continue. Sorry.
I'm trying.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're just
Hold on. I need to get past Abu Dhabi, Fern Gully,
Gilbert Garfield.
and Garfield.
Gilbert Godfield?
Just give me a second.
Oh, also, Sark has been sticking his paws in y'all's tea, and ain't no
he
one
has
noticed
not
it.
been. Just stop.
Stop. You didn't like it when the bad man put his fingers in your mouth. So stop
Oh, no,
putting your
not in-
fingers in things that are going in other people's mouths.
Not in there specifically. Just there's extra teacups and there's tea. It needs to be
There is
poked.
no extra. There is no extra teacups. It's just 2 teacups and a teapot. So what
If-
are you sticking your paws in?
Whatever Sark finds that looks like a teacup.
Alright, roll to see if
Jesus
Sark knows what a teacup is.
Oh no.
You, Hex. Anyway, please continue having the lovely conversation you were having.
I'd love to.
be you're thing next. So
I'm not sure how much I agree with this. I don't like Oblivion. You have to understand that. But this is people wanted to do this. And you prevented them from doing that.
well, people also wanted to use time magic to be able to usurp the gods and be able to just do whatever they want. And the gods decided they weren't allowed to do that because it was an intrinsic danger to reality too. So,
Then why have the gods
just because you
decided
want to
this?
do it doesn't mean you should do it.
Why have the gods decided this then?
Because I decided it.
Why did they decide to put a
I just
dead spot
dry
in the middle of the
heaved.
ocean.
I didn't decide to put the dead spot in the middle of the ocean. I simply came up with something to stop the dead spot in the middle of the ocean from destroying people.
Then who came up with it?
I have no idea. It's a dead spot in the middle of the ocean. Not even Red knows why it's there or what the cause of it is. I'm just preventing it from being able to mess with people.
No God knows.
Well, if Ren doesn't know, I'm pretty sure no one knows.
Anyone asked him?
Yes, we did ask him.
Did you?
Yes, and he said, Nita, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember.
He specifically was, I don't know, that's just the way it is.
And just fucking be like that, you fucking nerds.
That's right. I forgot about that.
My point is, maybe it was there for a reason. And maybe people, who would this hurt other than themselves? They're not taking time magic from the gods. They're not
Okay.
usurping any city or
Okay. This
deity's
is where
throne.
actually it does matter. Okay, so imagine reality as this nice little bubble economy, right? And
Yes.
souls don't get created more; they're already created,
Mhm.
and they just cycle in and they cycle out. Now, what happens if there is a leak and some souls never get cycled back in? You get cycled back out. And slowly over time, more and more souls just leak out over and over and over and over again until there's suddenly no souls left in the actual thing to keep the cycle going. Oblivion is bad. There's a reason demons are in them devouring souls is bad.
Inglewill is ensuring Murata and Sark never go out of business.
Not every soul is going to choose oblivion.
No,
That's
but I don't
how it
want
works.
I don't want any souls to choose oblivion. You can't just make more souls, Loam. That gods don't make souls and then put them back in. There's a finite number of them that were created whenever the universe was created. You can't just make new ones. So every single one that's lost is one that's gone forever.
Inga will say
Forgive
things that are wrong.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
listening to this and I'm just like, the
Yes.
fuck?
This is how she understands
I
it.
love that.
Forgive me.
When
New God
Inglewill
I'm
said
just
it.
like,
says,
Inglewill is so wrong right
when
now.
Inglewill makes the
Very
comment
wrong.
about
If
when
Satch were
Inglewill makes a
here-
comment about a finite number of souls existing, you just hear Murata go, "Okay, sure."
Zatch is
Yeah,
literal
if
evidence
anyone-
of that
if
not
anyone else
being
was here, this
true.
would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
Zatch is literal evidence of that not being correct.
If I had a
Loam,
nickel for every ethical debate that happened between Inglewill and Loam, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened more than once.
Loam, exasperated, goes, souls make more souls, Ingoel. Every animal on this planet, every mortal being on this planet makes another soul. I don't think the gods have anything to do with that.
The gods are the ones who created the souls in the beginning.
And then the souls were given free will to do whatever the hell they wanted to.
Whenever they get cycled in, sure. Then when they get cycled back out, they go back into their afterlives, and then over time they spread their essences and memories and stuff in the good vibes areas, creates the afterlives, and then they're cycled back in.
You're
The
cycled
good
in from
vibe
the
areas.
afterlives.
Oh my
Yes.
god, I'm gonna barf.
And
I'm just gonna
Okay.
barf.
when they're cycled in, what happens when they come from a bad afterlife, say, like the 9 hells?
Well,
for
they're
example?
given a clean slate afterwards, though. Mostly usually it's like souls that don't get sent to good afterlives. Like devils, like keep them in prison internally and like little soul gems and stuff, and little coins and stuff, and use them as currency. Demons just devour them, so you generally don't come back from those, which is why they're considered evil, bad places, and why the gods don't really like them and actively work to thwart them from being able to get footholds in the world.
There's this finite number of souls, according to you, a deity.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
As far as you're aware.
Yeah.
Just don't.
I
think
mean,
that's
do you know of any resource that's truly infinite?
water seems pretty infinite. There's a
It
lot of it
seems
everywhere.
infinite, but there's plenty of worlds in which have gone completely desertification and have lost all of their water.
They
Read
can
books
just
about it.
travel to the ocean where there is water.
What if there's not an ocean anymore? What if we run out of ocean water?
You're
We
a
might
deity,
run out of
right?
ocean water.
Inglewill
You're a
needs a
deity, right?
science class.
Who
Inglewill just has
determines?
anxiety.
Who in
Who
this party
determines?
does not have anxiety?
This is where we learn Inglewill, as best as she tried, never took even the most rudimentary, like, medieval science thing. Because I'm pretty sure no medieval peasant, let alone king or scientist, ever thought, you think the ocean will run out?
I'm
I've
pretty
seen
sure it
water
was
evaporate. What if it's slowly evaporating and it just takes a really long time? Water goes away whenever it's in small doses. It takes longer the more water's there, so clearly there's a lot of water in the ocean. What if it just
Inglewill,
takes a really
counterpoint.
long time?
Rain.
And where does the water go?
Oh.
Inglewill, counterpoint. You made a fucking eternal storm that is going to rain over the ocean.
I want to point out her wisdom score.
I understand your wisdom's shit. I understand you're playing this exactly as Inglewill would say it.
I know,
I'm
oh my god.
But none of you were here to counterpoint her. It's just low for just having tea.
Was Sark trying in vain to interrupt so
And Sark
badly?
has absolutely no clue either. Sark is the worst person to be able to fact check this.
Doesn't Sark have a higher wisdom than you?
Yes, but he's fucking 6 months old and has no idea how the world works.
The problem
Can I
is,
just- Can
yes.
I just DM? Throw me a bone here. Can I, as Loam, make a religion check
Yes.
to see if any of this horse shit is even remotely true?
Yes.
I hope you roll a natural one. I'm just
DC
gonna say.
5.
25.
You
20 bitch ass 5.
you start thinking from a religious aspect for a moment, and you immediately got you try, like, before your brain even starts thinking about how, like,
How wrong she is.
if there are new souls and, like, the concept of that and how it all works, you immediately remember you're friends with Zatch, a person that everyone knows was literally created by just taking bits from other people, putting it together, and letting it just kind of fuel itself.
Or, Sark,
Literally
who
build a kid.
doesn't exist in any other universe.
Check out of context.
Or Sark, who was a cat that was allowed to, like,
Sark is recycling, okay?
Sark is recycling is upcycling.
Sark is
Sark is
recycling.
recycling!
Sark
That's
is
a
up,
quote.
Sark is
That's
Wow.
a quote.
Christ almighty. Son of God and son of
That is
man.
a quote of all fucking
Jesus.
quotes. Sark is recycling. Sark is recycling.
I do apologize to everyone
Why are you
listening
booing me?
in
I'm right.
who has a brain, who isn't a fucking idiot that has to listen to this conversation.
Great
Jerry
conversation.
does not believe in this, actually. She's just
Sark
playing a
is
character who does
recycling.
believe in this.
It's
Plot
great.
twist. Jerry does.
Listen, this
I'm
just means
kidding.
Sark is extra eco-friendly.
Oh my.
As long as Sark isn't ego friendly, we're good.
Dude, I want to commit oblivion right now, and I live in the real fucking world.
Sark is clearly not ego-friendly because Sark kidnapped God's children while she
Sark
slept.
kidnapped God's children.
Ingo, can I say this strictly as a friend and not someone who is not a deity to a deity?
I mean, I'm not a deity yet.
You're a god. It's the
Yet.
same thing.
No, no, no. I'm still technically mortal until I die. Then I'll probably just be swept off and immediately just thrown in my own domain and like have to sit there for like I don't know
Ever.
a few dozen years before I actually fully accumulate to the whole godhood thing and then actually be able to do things because apparently the process isn't very fast. It's not like
Great,
you just
then
die and you raise up and you go, oh, I'm a god now. No, it's
great, then
apparently a
then
process.
then there are no repercussions for saying this. Here it goes.
Okay.
You're a fucking delusional.
What?
She's a deity with training wheels.
What do you mean?
Delusional.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Souls are not made from gods. Souls make more souls. Understand? And even in that world scenario, what if the gods did make souls? Okay. And there are a finite amount. Explain,
Yeah.
Zach.
Well, you see, Zatch is what happens when you take a little bit of something, and you take a little bit of something, and you put it together, and you rub it
And what,
together really, really hard, and it starts making sparks, and then a little flame shows up, and you basically make a little bit of something out of little pieces of other things. It's weakened the other things a little bit, but you know.
But what is the thing that you're making?
Oh.
What is the thing that you are making, Inga Will? Is it perhaps a soul?
I don't know. You have to ask Ren if that technically qualifies as a soul.
Why did
Oh.
we
Are
Ren
you
to
trying
mediate this from the
to
start?
imply that
So-
Inga Will thinks Zatch is soulless?
No,
So
she
it's-
just isn't sure how it
Ex-
classifies because she doesn't understand souls very well.
explain this to me then.
Okay.
This is
The
beautiful.
best conversation ever.
And this is right before we're
Zatch.
all marching off to our deaths too.
I love it. It's so good.
Zach,
I'm
who is
crying.
Yes.
widely recognized to be child of Elizabeth. Zach, who is widely recognized to be child of Xavius, the man we're about to kill. Zach, who
Uh-huh.
has formed attachments with the group known as the Heroes of Remnants, including you, including me.
Uh-huh.
Zach, who has romantic relationships with real people, souls. Zach, who has had a soul of his own, a child. And
Okay,
he is
out of
just
character, one stupid thought jumped to my mind that Minga Will might say, and I need to
Oh,
roll
God.
wisdom to see if she says
Oh
that.
no.
No,
Please.
just
Oh,
please
Oh,
say it.
This
no.
is about to
Please.
like.
Just
Please just say
Don't-
it. Don't make it a
forget
roll.
What
Just
Matri
fucking
said
say
about
it.
Zatch the
Roll
first
away.
time they met.
No, I gotta roll it. I gotta roll it.
roll away. Roll away.
I just want to say, Matri's comment about Zatch is coming full
Oh.
circle.
Minga Will's gonna look at Loam
Uh-oh.
whenever he mentions the has a loving relationship and goes, yeah, but he's in a relationship with other guys, not with girls, so he's not going to be able to create anything new. Therefore, he can't create new souls in the way that you're saying. Therefore, it kind of debunks the
Inga
whole
Will on her
thing.
homophobic arc.
Homophobic Ingo Will. Homophobic Ingo Will. I love it.
No!
She is a goddess that has to do with like
She's the goddess of
Motherhood.
You know,
motherhood, not
yeah.
fatherhood.
motherhood.
She doesn't even
Good.
know what a. She only knows what one penis is. Well,
And it's
two, technically.
friends.
I just, I don't know.
Ingo, well, he has a kid.
Yeah, but
Not-
that wasn't. That... Does he? Wait.
Inga
Yes.
will let the
Yes, he
intrusive thoughts
does.
stay
She would
within.
actually know this.
And
That's when
and-
you just see
and
her
sho-
stop
and
and just like
shockingly,
dot dot dot.
And shockingly, it wasn't with another dude. It was with a woman. Figure that.
Oh, you killed her.
That doesn't
It doesn't
mean that
undo the
she
baby!
wasn't.
Oh yeah,
Oh my
I
God.
killed that baby's mother. I was proud of it too. Wait, no, you
Maybe,
didn't.
maybe I'm
No, you
more of an
didn't. She's
expert.
trapped in your dungeon.
That was during your Stephen King send up.
Yeah, hell yeah.
She's still trapped in your dungeon, Ingewill.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
might be dead at
Maybe.
this point. You don't know.
Is anyone gonna
As far as
question
I
me?
am
Oh, yeah,
aware.
I killed her.
I forgot that Ingewill had a dungeon.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the
It's on the
nursery.
area that Sark couldn't get into specifically.
That's so fucked.
Maybe I'm more of an expert than you, because my mother is the loving goddess of love and passion and fertility and a total whore. But I just believe this to be common knowledge.
My mother's a rabbit.
I mean, Huh.
Maybe, for once in your life, consider the fact
think you might be
you're
wrong.
I'll take your advice into consideration.
Take it to Ren. I implore you. See what
If
he
we
has to say.
survive this fight, and I have a conversation with Ren, and I find out that I have been horribly wrong about a whole bunch of stuff, I can fix things, okay?
Granted, yes. And if you are absolutely right, and I die, and in 100 years I am before you, my dead body, my soul, on its hands and knees, worshiping you, and you can say you told me so. Okay? Is that fair?
Okay, that's fair enough.
Okay.
I like being able to tell people I told you so. It's my favorite phrase.
Yeah, I
I
figured.
get to say it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
More than she should.
Jesus.
What the hell
It's
just
How was your tea,
happened?
by the way? You barely touched your tea.
Is drinking tea supposed to make you more stressed out? Because I think it's working like it is.
Well, it's kind of like coffee where it stimulates you, gets the
I've never
blood
had
flowing a
coffee.
little bit. Oh, well, that's another thing we're gonna have to have. We're gonna have coffee time.
Oh, by the gods, just smite me now. All right, we survive. Coffee. Okay.
We'll invite Red and we'll have a big conversation about it. How's that sound?
Please.
We'll have coffee, a 3-week conversation.
Do any of
You,
your-
me, Ren, and we'll have coffee. We'll have biscuits, and we'll talk all about this, and we'll figure out
On
what's going
Do
on.
any of you
On the
remember
off
if I
chance we
said
all survive that long.
Well, I mean, I'm not planning on dying, so you know.
Well, I wasn't
This-
either, but
If you die, I'll
That
resurrect you. How about that? We know Sarkin, we know the Reapers. I can pull you in just for a minute or two.
This just sounds
what's the
like
5-second rule?
sometimes it's not that simple.
I think
You're right,
what-
it's
I-
not, but I'm trying not to think about that because I don't like the idea of oblivion.
this just
Yeah, I
sounds like the
realized.
plan after the end of the world is to meet up at a Waffle House.
Hang on a second. I just realized. Hang on. I have to say this. I think I
I-
just realized D&D does have a 5-second rule. It's called
Yeah, it's called
Revivify.
Revivify.
Yeah, it's a 6-second rule, technically.
It's a
Does anyone
minute
remember if I
rule,
said
yeah.
that Ferris was growing coffee beans in her loft?
Yes, I believe you did.
Oh my god. This isn't a Waffle House we're ending the campaign at, it's a fucking Starbucks.
I think our tea time has been very pleasant and very productive.
I'm glad
And I
it's
hope
been
you like the
productive.
tea.
It was alright. I wouldn't have it again unless in social circumstances.
You know what? That's fair. Sometimes tea is a little strong.
It was very bitter.
Could be worse. Black coffee is even more bitter. Usually you have to mix in like cream and sugar and. Oh, I need to bring cream or sugar for the tea. That's why it's so bitter. Ugh. She just slaps her head and goes, I'm terrible at this whole tea thing. I'm sorry, Loam."
It's fine.
Oh no.
Thank you for the tea. I'll be going then.
Okay, I'll be in here preparing for the big fight.
I'll be preparing some other way.
Yeah.
Preparing my brain cells for more die.
Loam has left the tea party. Well, thank you for that, Jerry. That was a fucking treat.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Everyone hates that you roleplay so accurately sometimes.
I promise you, my next character is not gonna be stupid as Will.
You better hope.
Yeah,
'cause we're
you're
going
a
to fucking
fucking
college.
wizard. You shouldn't be.
She's pretty, okay?
She's very pretty. She's got a 32 charisma. She's drop dead gorgeous.
Holy fuck.
She's very pretty.
32 charisma?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She got a
well,
32.
okay.
That's just hit 30.
Okay. You know, I'm not even going to ask. I don't think anybody else can top that conversation.
No, I was gonna do
no.
something, but I can't now.
I'm sorry.
No, that was brilliance.
Uh,
At
What the
its
hell are you gonna
finest.
do?
Nothing anymore. Fuck that.
If you seriously though, if you want to do it, please tell me.
No, we're good.
John, anything?
I
I was
just hit
putting
level
something
90
in,
paladin.
putting something in out of context.
Holy fuck, dude.
Oh, I forgot to ask something.
That was fucking
Yes.
nominal.
Yes, Sark, what were you going to ask?
Oh, I didn't realize I was not muted. I was talking to
Well.
myself.
What were you going to ask?
I was gonna ask if Sark could have gotten his cards identified.
His cards?
All those decks of cards he's been collecting since the beginning of the campaign.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah, hasn't he had a deck of many things for like...
Oh no! Do
have
we
had
want to
the-
draw a couple just for fun?
Yeah.
Do we do
and one
this
of
and
it-
then that sets us up for some one-shots in the future?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
one of those options is fucking Oblivion.
Yeah, right here, right now. Let's go, gamers.
One
We
of those
still have a
options
way
is
out.
send Ingawil to Oblivion.
Do each of like the main party members want to pull one, or do we want to sack some poor NPC with pulling one just to see what happens?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
by some poor
we have
NPC.
Greg pull one, he just gets smited on the spot.
You have
What'd you
the-
get, Greg?
That would kill you if
Lightning
you did that to
strike.
Greg. That would kill you if you did that to Greg. He loves his big dumb goblin.
I know
there's no way to
an
talk
NPC
about
that I'm
habit,
playing
alright?
that would.
you
I know
have-
an NPC I'm playing that would absolutely pull one.
Listen, Habit just gobbles.
Is it the
He's not
Australian
a
one?
goblin.
No,
You
it's
have-
Tiffany.
Oh,
It's
right.
Goblin, alright.
You know, you have a
Not
choice.
Goblin.
You have accumulated
Habit's a mind
two
goblin.
different decks, technically. You have accumulated the deck of many things and the cards of the keepers. Thank you. Who the hell made this? Single Cell Psych from Reddit.
I was gonna say, they just added a number of different decks to 5e.
So
Deck of more things, deck of several things, deck of illusions, miscellany.
we're gonna go with those two. You
Wonder,
have those
saying
two.
remix
Otherwise,
of
most
my
of what you
name?
found are just fancy,
Playing
decks,
cards.
playing
fancy
cards.
playing cards. Yeah.
Alright, so cards of the keepers.
Yes, it has
Right.
117 cards.
170.
As an action, you
Tiffany's
draw one
pulling one.
card from the deck Until drawn with the sole intention to activate its effects, the cards have no face, will always show its backing. An artist rendering of the Cosmos. Once you choose to actively draw a card from the deck for its use, you choose a number up to 117 or 116, and you draw that many cards, taking in each effect.
So
then-
116 cards.
Yes. And then there's the deck of many things, which is how many cards?
Cards of Keepers.
Like-
That's up to you. How much
Is-
chaos do
so-
you want?
To a maximum of like 48, I'm pretty sure. No, wait, no, like
It's like 52, I think, because it could be analogous to like an actual playing card deck.
I think I
Two.
was way
The
off.
22 are in the normal deck of many things.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's like a tarot deck, yeah.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
also
Yeah.
like
I'm a fucking idiot.
to point out that he also has a deck of illusions in his stuff.
Oh, yes. Deck,
So, Deck of many
You just
things,
throw
deck
that
of
out and it
illusions.
makes an illusion. It's not
Yeah.
like you draw things. You just throw it and it makes the thing.
yes. I mean, you can have known what that is by now, though. Yes.
Alright.
I like the escalation. There's the deck of several things, the deck of many things, and the deck of many more things.
Yes.
I'll be right back.
You have your two
I can't
choices.
wait for the deck of.
Too
I
many
can't wait for the
things.
deck of just a few things.
how many
Yeah.
how many cards?
Deck
would
of a
you
couple
like to-
things.
Let's start with Sark. How many cards does Sark draw? And
Do I
from
need to
which
roll
ones?
for this?
No, you choose. You actively choose.
Okay.
All of them.
Probably should let everyone else pick first.
They do refill after you take your handful. They don't, it doesn't just
Alright.
go away.
Then Zark will start with 6.
Which one? The deck of many things or the cards of the keepers?
3 of each.
3 from the deck of many things. All right. Roll 3d22.
Dice. 3D. Oh, that's 20. Ugh. It's / roll and then
Yes.
space.
Did you see if you just do slash
3D.
roll, it'll do it 20. And you can just do it 3 times. 3d22. So you know what? Close enough.
13. All right. 7, 8, 9, 10, 13. You have. I will tell you in a moment.
Man is typing.
You have drawn
Uh.
the Talons, the Ruin, and the Comet.
Uh-oh.
Talons,
Oh, good.
Ruin, and
Dark
Comet.
Cloud.
Ruin is
Ruin.
Oh,
Ruin's gonna be
This
real
is from the
fun.
deck of
No.
many things.
Ruin's gonna be
Talons
real
would
fun for
work.
you,
Ruin's
Sark.
gonna be fun for Sark, yeah.
Oh no, I can't
Talons
hear.
is.
I just realized. Hold on.
This is great. No.
Oh, you had to do this.
Sorry, what? I couldn't hear anything.
The suffering begins.
You,
The suffering.
you draw 3 cards, and you draw them like in between your fingers. And as you pull out the last one, you turn the first one. Sark is naked. His armor and scythe are gone, and everything
Oh
else
my
he's wearing
God.
disintegrates.
Oh,
Um.
Uh,
What?
Yep.
Ruin.
Hold on. My computer's doing the thing where it doesn't want me to hear. Discord says no. I'm not
the
allowed to
Ruin
know.
card
Hold
took
on.
away his
Try to-
PC.
Ruin.
No.
Oh, poor Sark.
How many spouses do you have?
Oh
what?
no!
Oh no!
What's happening? The last thing I heard was that Sark was naked, and Discord was like, "You don't get to hear anything else."
Your armor and weapon are gone, and everything else you have on you disintegrates. As the second card comes into eye view, you have what, 10? I'm gonna say you have 10 spouses. 1/10 of your house disappears back at home that you don't know about. Just as if it was cut out with like a knife, like a cake.
So,
And,
so it's not Rowena and it's not Tiffany.
Give me a slice of Sark's house.
Comment.
The comment is useless because we're not
If
leveling
you
up anymore.
single-handedly beat the next fight you're in, you will level up.
Oh. It's the pity card after taking everything from Sark.
All right.
Trade offer. I take your weapons, armor, and attention.
I think this is one of the funniest sessions in the entire campaign.
Having
Great.
seen this happen as Sark draws cards, does anyone else bother trying to?
Tiffany.
I would like to waste a 9th level spell slot, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
I am
wait.
going to cast Wish. And I am going to undo Sark's last action.
Okay.
Are you around for it to happen?
This
Yes!
is after tea time, yes.
This
I
is
feel
after
like
tea time.
Sark gathered everyone together and just was like, look at these cool cards I have. Let's draw some. They're magic, right? They do stuff.
Immediately.
Yeah.
What's the
Immediately
what could
becomes
possibly go
naked
wrong?
and afraid.
Yeah.
Sark experiences the realization that everything he's ever owned is gone. My favorite part was you got it in reverse, where Talons destroys all your stuff you're carrying, and Ruin destroys everything that you own, except for your magic items. So you were like, at least I have my house. Nope.
At least I have my house.
That's the
No,
neat
you
part.
fucking
You
don't.
Having seen this, and Inga will just go, okay, that was no. Does anyone else draw?
I'll
Yeah.
draw one.
Which deck?
Oh, no.
What's the most fun?
There's the. I don't know anything about the cards of the keepers. I know the deck of many things.
Tiffany-
so-
The deck of many things is awful. Do not draw from the deck of many things. All of the
Are the
positives.
cards that Sark has drawn removed from the pool?
No,
The
because
deck
I
of many
undid it.
things.
I
Yeah,
undid it.
They're back
So
on
you-
the board, my friend.
they are
So you
in-
could
Tiffany would
roll
like to
all
draw
of those
one
things
from the deck
too.
of many things.
Do I want to make Ingawil waste another 9th level?
Oh my god.
After what she and Loam were just talking about, maybe it's a good idea.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll draw from the deck of many things just once.
All right,
Woo!
one card.
Spite
Give
wins
me a
again.
D22.
Slash.
And then after this, Lucky's gonna draw one.
No, Tiffany.
Give me one
Tiffany's
from
next.
you too.
Tiffany's next.
13 talons.
God damn it.
Let's go! Let's go!
We've got
Every-
naked Satch, everybody.
Lucky's just like,
Naked
everyone's
Seth.
too naked. I'll do it too. Draws card quickly.
My armor's magic.
Yeah, Talons
Yes.
destroys even your magic stuff.
Talon destroys everything that you have on your person,
No,
magic
ruin.
items included.
Oh,
Ruin is-
damn.
Yeah.
Oh, Rip Orion.
Oh
Oh yeah. Oh.
We have
Uh,
the
That's
sword.
it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. All right. Lucky.
We're
roll
never
a
allowed to
22.
have cards.
no! What'd you say?
Alright,
I will
Tiffany.
point out,
Tiffany
it-
first.
5. Tiffany gains another level after this fight.
You guys rolls suck.
I'm
Can we roll other things?
gonna
So
draw
we
one
don't
from the
know the
keeper. I'm gonna draw one from the deck of keepers.
All right. Roll 117.
I'm assuming I'm spending a 9th level
117?
spell slot to stop Zach from losing literally everything.
So how do I type into roll 20 here?
Slash
How do I
R
do that?
space 1D 117.
It's either you're doing it or
All right.
his boyfriend is divine
Lucky rolled a
intervening.
47.
Save your spell slot until everyone's done. Let's do that at least. 1, 2,
Okay.
3,
That way you can fix us all at once when we inevitably all fuck
So
up.
what happens to
Angela's
Lucky?
just gonna be sitting here, her
God damn it, Sark.
hands
What the
shaking.
hell,
her
Sark?
hard.
I said at the beginning that Sark drew 6 cards total, 3 from each deck. I was just pre-rolling it so that when
Yes.
Ferris was done.
Oh no, Ferris didn't roll. She was advising Lucky to not do it, but he was like, you know what? We're probably gonna like.
He said, "Fuck you, I do what I want. You're not my
Lucky
real
was
mom."
like, you know, shit's fucked anyway. He's like, I'll draw. No, actually, he would have said like, I'll draw one for you, Ferris. Don't worry, I'll protect you. Let me.
Me
Ferris
do
is
the
like,
thing
Lucky,
for you.
no.
I'm going with Ferris. Don't worry.
Don't you worry.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about it.
Ferris, what's the
Forget
worst that could
about
happen?
it.
Bubs is like, Lucky, no, don't do it.
Lucky.
Forget about it, Ferris.
Lucky.
Oh no. What's the
Everyone in the
diagnosis?
room. You now have this memory of every night since Lucky turned human. He has been running out committing crimes somehow everywhere. And to specify, you drew the Hanging Man. You become wanted for innumerable crimes in every major city. These crimes cannot be paid off. Guards will not accept bribes. You cannot be exempt from them except by order of a king or equivalent power.
Does Ash and Loam count as guards for the town?
Not at the moment.
Yes. Yes,
Lucky's-
they
I
do.
think we would, though.
Lucky's
Sark
gonna
has-
draw one more.
All right.
Sark has never been
Fuck it,
so
we ball.
proud and so upset at the same time.
Jerry over there
Sark-
just
Sark
waiting
is-
until everything's done.
Fuck
You
it,
know
we
what?
ball.
Sark
Zach
just drew
is also
3
gonna roll
cards.
from the keeper
17.
one.
Oh, and so's Tiffany.
All right. Hang on. We gotta go through.
I know.
1017.
I rolled it. I rolled it.
1,007. 1,117.
Yeah. So what's my card?
Non-existent.
All right, 17 is the Medusa. You and everything you own, apart from legendary and artifact items, turn to stone. You become petrified in stone, which cannot be undone by anything less than a wish spell. So Lucky's turned to stone. Now let's go through.
Oh no.
Sark.
Lucky's-
Sark took 3. Sark took
Yep.
3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And everyone's just gonna look at Loam, then look back at this group, and then go, I'm the insane one.
Sark, your first.
No,
card
not
is the-
insane. Delusional.
Sark, the first thing you do is you contract a horrific supernatural disease, despite any immunities you might have. The disease is a powerful hex,
Sark
but
got an
which you draw.
STI.
Let's see. You
Syphilis.
start like turning to dust and like shriveling.
Today on Korlands,
10,
Sark catches
11,
syphilis.
12, 13. Lair, you gain the irate
Sark
attention
has
of the
crabs.
nearest dragon, who believes you to have stolen something of dire importance from them.
That would be Lucky at this moment.
Lucky is stone, so it would be Ingawill.
Ingawill.
Actually, I'm going to say it's Bubs, because Bubs is right next to it.
Sark's
Let's
totally
see.
doing
Bubs is
this
just
again.
giving you the biggest shit grin.
Let's see. 47 was, what did I say?
47?
These
Who
aren't
rolled a
numbered.
47?
I did the first
40
time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 47
Sorry,
was
okay, what's hang-
you committed a crime and
Yeah, okay,
everyone hates
so-
you for it.
48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53.
I don't know. 53 is just a total of her 3 numbers.
Oh, you're right. I'm
It's
dumb.
not an
I'm dumb.
actual
I'm dumb.
roll.
I'm dumb. That's
31,
fine,
9, and 13.
Yeah, 31.
next
what I
roll
was
was
looking for.
Was Lucky turning to stone, and then there's Andrews.
All right, so 46, 45,
Hey, remember that in case of emergency use of the Ring of Three Wishes that Elena was holding on to?
Sark, as you gain the mummy's
As you gay.
curse, as you gain the mummy's curse, start turning to dust, and then the other thing I said, because it was much less important. You are instantly transported to heaven.
Oh
Before you as an angel, onyx skin glistening, wings spread wide. He holds out a sword to
Silver
you,
hair.
silver hair, holds out a sword to you, and realizes, holy shit. And then we go to 42.
The answer to life.
That's mine. That naked Zach is picking.
Yep. Everyone's picking a card.
I am not.
Cool's the only one with.
Please let this be a good card.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I like how basically Sark only pulled things that were absolutely horrific and then died and went to heaven.
Sark, you immediately, Zatch, you are immediately teleported, naked and afraid, to the to the plane of fire.
Oh
What the
my
hell?
God.
Oh,
You
cool.
appear in a Jin village, as just very many fire Jin and Genasi look over at you and just confused as to why you're naked. And then
Boy, there's a naked winged man. In
Me
there.
too.
and then 7.
God. Yeah, what does Tiffany get here?
4, 5, 6, 7.
Fire is
Please
naked.
roll
It can't get
a-
any worse.
Please
It
roll
can't
a
get any worse than
d6.
being. You say what?
Please roll a d6.
Okay. Let's see. 1d6. 1. I'm fucked.
Tiffany's head immediately falls off his body, and
God damn it.
continues to talk on the floor as the body falls.
You know what? These DM.
Yeah.
Instead of the deck of keepers, Ash is gonna pull a deck from the deck of many things.
All right.
Because these cards, you can't tell me that these are any worse from what the deck of many things has to
No,
offer.
yeah, these are fun. I'd say there's more. All right, Asha, I assume just kind of like, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? Pulls one.
Yeah, she's just. Well, she sees everyone
we need
pulling
a
from that
wish.
deck, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pull from this one."
These people pulled. 2 of them disappeared.
And
She's
one
gonna-
of them just became dismembered.
Yeah, and Lucky
Immediate.
turned to stone. But she's kind of glad because she's like, "Fuck that guy. He did crimes."
Ferris is like,
Yeah.
geez, I love that guy, but I guess he deserves it.
Is this divine retribution? Did he get what he deserved?
All right,
Apparently so.
roll 22 for Asha then, and we'll see how much worse this gets before someone wishes it just all back to normal.
All goes away.
We're just gonna wish away the negative effects, right? Although so far it's
No!
only been
Find
negative
any
effects.
You've yet to find anything that's not negative, other than
That's what I
gaining
mean. It's
2
all
levels.
been negative.
If you'll gain levels, you one shot.
13.
Oh no! No!
One of my
Alan!
favorite numbers.
Alan!
She's naked.
I forgot.
Lum has
Not the
seen so many
child.
naked people today.
Wait, does this take away all of her items too?
Everything.
Yeah. Everything.
Hey, Dakota?
Everything.
Yeah.
Her tome's gone.
Oh no.
Inguil is going to snap her fingers and burn her second 9th level spell slot and revert everything back to before Sark drew from the decks, and then confiscate both decks without a single word to any of you.
Oh no, you're not taking his decks. He's using those decks to get people against them to pull deck cards.
No!
You don't.
Inguil is confiscating them and deciding I have wasted two of my most powerful spells to undo the shenanigans right before a giant major battle. To stop you guys from just screwing yourselves over with these. I am taking these and they are going into my bag and they are not coming out until the end of this fight.
As soon as
here I agree with
before
you.
that happens, as soon as Asha pulls the card and everything disappears, she just like shrivels up into like this embarrassed, like sniveling ball of like, oh my god, I just want to die right now. This is so embarrassing.
Thankfully,
Curie starts
no,
walking over, ready to burn the fucking cards.
no one remembers this, thankfully. Except
for Inguil, who undid all of it.
As soon as
Inguil got to
Inguil
see
undoes
so many naked bodies.
it, Inguil undoes it. Curie is standing right in front of you, just her hand in flames, and she just looks up at you like, what was I doing?
I like how this means that Ingewill is the only one that remembers that Sark, Zatch, and
everyone's naked.
and Asha were all naked. And they got sent away.
Does Ingewill still think that Lucky committed crime?
No one thinks Lucky committed crime. She's magically adept enough to know that was the
No, her
cards.
wisdom is low enough.
She doesn't
She'd
remember
believe it.
She
No.
forgot that. She loves.
She'd forget it too.
I
Listen,
forgot.
you're all hers. Those crimes don't matter.
I'm not a guard, so
She's sure that she told you to do those things.
maybe. Pretty sure.
None of them were terrible crimes, just a lot of them. And at this, the door to like the little like captain's quarter area where you've all been hanging out opens, and like Ren sticks his head in and kind of just sniffs and goes, "Who's been messing with things?"
Ingewill just has her head in her hands and is shaking back and forth.
What?
Just looking around. Time just went back twice.
Yep.
Huh?
What just happened?
No, you're crazy.
Well,
These lovely,
yes.
very intelligent individuals decided to do something highly reckless 30 minutes before the biggest fight of our lives, and I am now significantly drained for having undone it.
Like how Ferris and Loam are the only two who didn't pull cards, and Ingewill too, but still.
She's just gonna glare at all of you and go, I just want you to know, because of your shenanigans right here, maybe you don't remember them, but I do. I can no longer cast my most powerful spells, and we're about to go into this final fight. Just keep that in mind.
What
She
if
says
the
as she then walks away.
I cast sleep on
cat
Ingewill.
I'm immune to sleep.
Forced long rest. You're immune to sleep, punch you in the head until you knock out.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
There's not enough
shit.
time for a long rest.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
I'm gonna go
That's not-
sit down and I'll be right back.
Also, this week on Korlands, Zatch assaults the goddess of motherhood.
Yeah.
The mommy issues come to
Listen,
a head.
if he poked around into Loam's head, he would get all those memories of what she said about him and
Yeah,
be
no.
a little upset.
Zatch doesn't have mommy issues. He's about to have mommy issues.
He's about to issue mommy some issues.
Okay. You land the ship on the edge of Telbury. And you land and... God, that has fucked me up entirely.
This whole session has fucked me up. quite
land-
horribly so.
You land giving yourself facing the north to a farmland. You scroll down, you'll see the area you're currently in. I brought all your tokens here.
Yeah, I see.
Ah,
Alright.
Interesting.
Where's Lucky?
Still committing crimes.
Where
Oh, there he is. He's here. Never mind.
There he is. Alright. Good.
We're
Okay.
grouped up by team.
Yes. I need to steal.
You know, this
Tiffany's
is
not
just
with
me
Moment's
speaking out of character for a moment. We could just set
Yes.
up camp here and start the next day.
Yes, that's kind of what I assumed you were gonna do. Because
That way
of that.
Ingwell gets her spells
Where?
back.
Where's Caster? Did you cut
Right.
Caster out?
It's right here.
There's nothing there.
I don't
There
see
is
anything
nothing there.
There's nothing there.
Oh, there's
Nothing
a caster
There's
on my
nothing.
end. Shit.
Is he on the GM layer?
No, I think he's technically not. A second, I can fix this easily enough.
Oh, so is it really just these four on one team?
Thatch will also be going that way, but he's also required for the beginning.
Okay.
Let's see. Where did that go? Yeah?
Wait, then who on that team would Sark play?
On which one?
Far right. There's just Loam, Curie, Massey, Tiffany.
Yeah,
Oh.
Tiffany is not supposed to be here.
Tiffany, yeah, hang
He's-
on. There's been some mess ups on the who goes where.
Oh, it's fine.
Who goes there?
Hi, I'm Inglewood.
Yeah, hi. Hi, I'm Inglewood. It's over here. And Tamara is kind of both. Or no. Who the hell were you playing for this? Was it Matri?
For the middle?
Yeah. No, that was. No, yeah, was it Matri?
It might have been Matri.
Ooh, what?
Can you see this big caster now?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He's
we
big.
We fixed it.
Big boy.
Huge.
In more ways.
Oh.
Why did Sark
That
make
was,
that noise? Why did Sark make that noise? Sark, I don't like that you made that noise.
Listen. I'm afraid to mute myself because every time I apparently mute myself, it does not allow me to hear you people, and I keep having to disconnect and reconnect.
So you all make camp. Or, well, I guess you just land and sleep for the day in the ship. As the sun rises on the next day, you pile out, taking positions, unsure of exactly where you're going and in what nature at the time. But knowing that once things kick off, it's going to be time to go.
Yeah.
Any last words, folks?
So boomafu.
Goodbye.
No.
Or do you mean to each other? Are we splitting ways at this point?
You will basically. Things will be too chaotic to really say anything more.
Sark will
So-
have to give impromptu cuddles to everyone before splitting off into groups.
Ferris is going to look at the stealth team and say, if anything happens to Lucky under your watch, I'm going to be very angry.
Sark does not know how to feel about this.
I'm going to be very angry, Sark.
Aren't I usually the one saving his ass?
Keep it that way.
No one's allowed to hurt my friends.
No one
Problem
hurts
is, all of
my
you are my
child.
friends. Someone's gonna get hit at some point. Sark's gonna lose his mind. No, Sark will give a little salute because he will understand why Ferris is being so strict and forward. But yeah, Sark's gonna wind up running around giving everybody a cuddle, and Loam has to accept the cuddle because Sark might
I like how 2 decks of cards has put us in more jeopardy as a party than any other boss we've ever fought so far.
It's got a point.
Okay.
I like how Sark's just been carrying them for forever.
This is why I don't give them to you anymore. Ever again after this.
Good.
There's gotta be like a deck of many good things.
There is not.
A deck of infinite thing.
Listen, I
Like I
think
said,
even
there's the
if it
deck
did,
of many
you would
more
all
things.
you would all roll the 4 that's like the least good thing. Like 3 of you rolled the fucking 13,
Yes.
which was lose everything you own.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
You get the-
child.
And then Sark got sent to heaven, and somehow Zach got sent to hell. I'm pretty sure.
I
it's
didn't get sent to
confusing.
hell. I got sent to the fire dimension with a bunch of big-tittied men.
Hex, please quote that.
Can you quote this whole session?
It's been gold.
I can't remember the last time we laughed this consistently during a session.
Probably the last time the stakes were this high.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, I'm gonna hit the facilities real fast. I will be right back.
Yes, if anyone
Go,
needs to use
piss
the
boy, go, piss
bathroom,
boy, go.
It will take a bit. I'm gonna continue to eat my chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Jenkins.
It's okay,
Are
Hex.
they-
Quote that, Hex. It's just our favorite new saying.
Yeah.
We say it even when you're not here. I like how I got sent to the fire dimension with a bunch of big-tittied men was entry 1010.
They had 10 packs.
Did you just send him to Mexico?
I meant like abs, but no.
Oh.
I like how there's some angel somewhere in heaven that does probably still remember what happened and is still very confused.
It's just like, thank Christ. The weirdest thing was, the rest of the thing was, you were going to be given a sword, and you have to do what God says. It doesn't say which god, it just says god. So basically, you went to meet Ren's assistant, and we're going to be given the job of doing things Ren says, which you're already doing.
Go back and do what you were doing before. What are you doing?
You met the guy that's essentially theoretically Zatch's lifetime away from retirement.
Oh boy. Just abruptly being confronted with a naked, decaying cat.
So,
Like the fucking.
how are we kicking this off now exactly?
Once John gets back, we will start.
Okay.
Nice.
Giving everybody one final break time. Keeping you here until at least 9.
See, 9, 10,
I've returned.
1, 2, 3,
Hello, returned.
4. Willkommen zurück.
So, Bavarian and Ren, you kind of position yourselves looking north.
Do we want to go over the plan one more time?
Couldn't hurt.
It would probably
Wouldn't be the worst idea, yeah, true.
best interest. Stealth team,
So who's gonna start?
Morata, myself, and then weren't we bringing the other two Anubis spouses to help with bringing people into the ship?
They're here, but they're not going to be fighting, so I didn't bother bringing tokens because I lost them.
Oh
Ren,
yeah, I was just
you've-
double checking.
You've kind of been the pillar this whole time. Do you want to lay the plan out for everyone?
Sorry, who?
Were
What?
you asking this too?
Ferris was asking if Ren wanted to lay the plan
Oh.
out since he's been the pillar for everyone.
The 4 of us. Points at Zatch. Well, 5. Zatch, Elizabeth, Orion, Asha, and him. We sit here. We start this whole thing up. We're going to pull through Xavius. Chances are it'll pull through the whole thing. Deer, and he points at Inglewill. Dragon.
Hi. Yes, dragon.
You're probably going to have to fight the thing while we bring it down.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, ferry people up there, depending on what's going on. It's, we're keeping our eyes and ears open. Varys, you're probably best up there too, keeping an eye up, and chances are there'll be stuff in the sky that needs to be dealt with.
I'll keep the rabble off her back.
Sark, Murata, you take them. You guys are gonna... Excuse me. You guys are gonna split off. You're gonna go try to take down whatever shield magic barrier thing is keeping everything up. So
Quick
we can
question.
then all
Who is the most likely to incur the most amount of damage?
I think
Like
you're
who-
a pretty good candidate for that.
Oh, okay. Because Sark
Sark,
has a potion of resistance, which allows for an hour's worth of resistance to a type of damage. So Sark was going to give that to whoever would need it the most, and if no one needs it the most, then he's gonna drink it.
let me put it this way: even the child kind of looks up at you. The one-armed child that they're sending along, like looks over at you, pats you on the arm.
But Amelie?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And she's just like, you need it.
Sark is going to dejectedly drink his potion.
I will assume you're picking psychic damage since it's a bunch of green creatures.
If it were up to me, sure, but it says that the DM chooses the type or determines it randomly from the options below.
You know what? I'll say it's psychic damage then.
Okay.
And then while they're doing that, though, you guys looks over at Tamara, Mase, Curie, Loam, back to Zatch as well. Once we've got everything down, you guys will go, head in, kill whoever's flying that thing. Just to make sure it can't leave if it tries to.
Cause a lot of ruckus.
Yeah. And then we all meet back here, or I suppose here or wherever is the central point leading up to Xavius. Rendezvous. Hopefully not see who we've lost. And then we go up and finish this.
Sounds like we got it figured out.
I'm sold.
All right. Gestures at Zatch. If you would stake Orion into the ground, we can start this whole focusing thing.
Mm-hmm. Pull him out. Put him in the ground. Kind of kneel.
You see the little eye in the center turn. It's just like, you got this, kid. And Ren pulls everyone together. All right, place your hands on the hilt of the sword and focus everything you got into it. He and Elizabeth kind of take the lead, and he's just kind of humming to himself as he holds onto it. You can genuinely feel the magic from the tube forcing its way into it. While Elizabeth is reciting like various magical things she's learned through the years, whether it's formulas or just spell names, magic words. It's an imperfect science, so she's just kind of winging it. And
It's kind of kitchen thinking it.
the spots left are for Asha and Zatch.
I think it's pretty clear that Zatch will take the spot next to his mother. And just kind of grab the sword like he normally would. And really going on instinct, just kind of pushing his own magic into it. Not really knowing what he's doing, but what feels right.
Can I get an Arcana?
I'm good at that. I opened up the wrong character sheet. 36.
You've much learned about magic. You're no longer a baby boy who thinks it's all kind of natural. You realize that, like, most of it is studying and reading and a lot of
Unless you're
focus.
Inglewill.
Unless you're Inglewill or, like, gifted with some kind of weird, crazy magic blood. Asha.
Arcana check from her.
Inside you, you feel a crumbling. These remind me of what her and her patron's relationship is like.
It's almost like a mentor and a student. It's sort of the manifestor sees her as like a perfect vessel, but they also see her as like immature and someone who still has a lot to learn about about life and themselves and the world, and so it's kind of like it's a mutual give and take, but there's just kind of that aspect to it.
There's this difference with this particular Asha. Things she's experienced and the how do I put it? The use her power had been put to for most of her life has left her behind where most of her other selves usually are at, even to a degree. And things have been more tense between her and Durgaidrin, yes?
In a sense, yeah.
Than usual. And the I wouldn't call it a relationship. The general
Connection?
proximity and direction of things has not been pleasant. It hasn't been terrible. You're not a locked in child being abused, but it's been distant. And as she reaches for the sword, I do need the Arcana check.
Got it. I'll roll this one. 18.
Oh, perfect. As she touches it and starts to focus and try to like feel the energy flow through her, there's a snap. It's an impatience clicking through the connection between the two. And it's almost like that kind of just let me do it kind of thing, as she feels a push from inside and almost physically pushes her forward. Even from like her midsection, she feels the like ugh, as energy just starts flowing through her into this sword and through everyone else. And can I get a perception check from her and Zach?
I am at advantage
12.
30.
Zach
12. 30.
Zach
think he
notices Zach notices it, but Asha does not. There's this almost like stinging feeling look on Ren's face as Asha begins to channel through it, and that force of energy is pushed through. And
I make
not,
another Arcana check to see what's up.
yes.
31.
You notice it and you feel it, you figure it out, but you're not really given much of a chance to bring it up, as it's now taking your full attention to just not your full attention, but your like 90% to just push the energy into the sword as it begins to vibrate and hum like a tuning fork. And you notice that like whatever energy is coming from Asha is physically hurting Ren as it like commingles into the like through them into the sword.
Mm. And I can't really do anything about that.
And now I just need another Arcana check from both of you. And a Wisdom save.
From
One of
both?
each. Yes.
She has a +10 to her wisdom save.
Nat 20 for Arcana.
25, my worst roll yet.
And a 19 for Wisdom.
It's nat 1 wisdom.
You
For a
don't like,
total of 25.
Oh.
you don't like necessarily fail to like keep going, but your head is now pounding as the resonance within you and Asha and everything just starts to go off, and you see this. It's like someone's taking their fingernail to like the tape of a package and just cutting through it as the like sky above and in front of you, miles away, starts tearing open. And only Zatch feels the headache.
Like always.
But Asha, you're beginning to feel like it's the magical equivalent of someone like coming up behind you and like taking your hands and starting to do something for you.
She's being babied.
And that is pissing her off.
Yes.
Being babied by her patron.
But in this moment, there's too much at stake to make a fuss.
As this continues, the sky ahead shimmers, cuts, breaks open, and just you see this inky blackness behind it as Orion is just resonating, and there's this painfully loud hum. Not damaging, but just as the universe is being split apart in front of you. And a car comes flying through the sky. No.
Yes,
Nier.
finally.
A
Back to the future.
familiar Nautilus is being like dragged out through the hole.
Oh
You
no.
see its tentacles trying to like trail behind it, trying to seemingly pull itself back into the in-between space.
There's tentacles coming out of the hole.
Can I get one more Arcana check?
Don't say
18.
23. My new worst one.
who's the most likely
I am
to
very
live?
glad that she has such a high modifier or a bonus for Arcana because I am having some low ass rolls here.
Dude, I rolled a 5 and a 3.
Yeah.
I have a
Alright, so
plus
it's not just
20
me,
to
great.
Arcana.
Good, it's not just me.
I have a plus 20.
Ooh. You're able to keep going, you keep forcing this energy through, and the world is shaking as you are doing something that shouldn't really be done. And as it comes into view, you see it's gotten bigger, and the city on top of it has changed into this cold gray black stone with purple crystals jutting out of it to the left of the main point, which used to be the center of the city where the castle was. The center of this chunk of the city where the castle thing was. You see is now this just wide tower where at the top it comes to a point with another smaller tower just jutting into the air with runes all over it, and from there spaces out around the center section of the now torn apart city is this shimmering purple shield. To the right, you see in the great black obelisks with blue glows coming from it. And to the left, you see just what seems to be a crawling mass of something in the distance crawling over what used to be part of the city. As this thing is finally pulled into your side. And the hole closes itself with a great big, like the world just clunking back together again. The doors that you open slamming shut, and you just hear in the distance, just shot out like a megaphone. Well, well, well. Figured out how to get me there. How are you gonna get me
Wasn't
down?
hard.
I assume you're trying to be cute. Can't hear you.
I'm always cute. Fuck you.
In a moment, there'll be enough things coming from this city. Kill all of you. Once you're done, I'll smash that little sword, and we'll be on our way.
Eagle's gonna step forward, do a little bit of stretching. You guys might want to stand back for a second.
Do what you gotta do.
Go walk forward, and she is gonna turn into her dragon form. It is bigger than the last time you guys remember it being. This is inaccurate.
Yes, it's something more like due to the screen size currently for keeping some of the map secret, I can't show it all to you. But Ingwill is now fucking massive.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Probably about
Are we
half
talking
the,
like the size of a Tarrasque?
half the size of the Nautiloid, which was of what, a fourth of a city?
She's then gonna
So-
stretch her wings out, and she's going to cast a spell. She's gonna mythic giant's growth herself, and increase herself by 2 size categories.
Oh, cool. We have a kaiju.
She's bigger than a giraffe, is what I'm hearing.
This is how
It's
big
a
she was when
giraffe.
she conceived.
But she conceived all right.
She conceived in dragon form, and Ren likes giant women.
Oh
Just
no.
like
Her
me.
and Ren have something in common.
Just like me, baby. High five.
So, I don't think we're gonna have enough space to put it in, but technically speaking, we did the math. She is 72 by 72 blocks big.
I will,
Jesus fucking Christ.
I will.
Yeah,
She just become map.
Yeah.
You might want to clear some of the map real quick.
Yeah, I'm giving that a real quick. Just she'll be most of the back end of this map.
She'll be most of everything.
She'll be most of the back end.
Yeah. Oh, look at that back end.
Alright, you guys needed me to get that ship out of the sky? I came up with a perfect plan for it. You know what that plan is?
Sit on it.
I'm gonna tackle it out of the sky.
Fuck yeah.
You always leave it to Jerry to come up with the greatest plan.
Which is always just in the end hit it real hard. In one way
Yeah.
or another.
Let me see if there's anything I can do that would be useful.
Ingle's
Looking-
plan was become Godzilla.
Just
Nah,
pretend this flying Nautilus is a monkey.
I got nothing.
Yeah, excluding her wingspan, I did the rough math because I'm looking at my gargantuan mini of a Tarrasque here. She would be just bigger than it by like an inch or two, or, to scale for whatever that would be for 5 feet. That would be like, what, 10 feet or so?
Yeah.
But she's much wider than it, excluding her wingspan.
She's much
And she
wider.
can still fly in this form, so
because I'm looking at this here, and you know the minis are a square is 5 feet by 5 feet, right?
Mhm.
Which translates to, for scale, 1 inch. So that would be 14 and a half. The mini here is probably like 10. Yeah, 10. So yeah, she's much wider. Inglewood's thick.
Yes, yes,
Hex
she
is
is.
saying cursed things again.
What is Hex saying? Oh no.
I hope the obelisks are the giants, are the stone giants' penises. I hate you, Hex.
Thank you, Hex.
I
Very
don't hate
cool.
Hex.
I love Hex.
Hex, they could never make me hate you.
Yeah.
All
No
right,
matter how
so
much fucked up shit you say.
now that Inglewood is big and Xavius has decided he's going to be like, oh, what you going to do all the way down there? You can't get us. She's gonna take off and she's gonna body slam the Nautilus and attempt to grapple it to drag it down to the earth.
I will need a dragon-sized strength check.
Could I have quickly tapped her with guidance before she goes?
Oh, of course.
Oh, sure. Do I get an increase in
get her.
strength for being this much bigger? Is
Yes.
the question.
You also get a D4 because that totally is gonna help.
Okay, because how much
Turns
of an
out
increase in strength?
or shy.
It's very vague in the wording. Would you say?
Is the growth spell?
I think it's enlarged person 5th edition. Or enlarge, reduce, or whatever. I get advantage on everything. Everything I deal does a D4 extra. I guess. It's very vague on whenever I get this big.
Just trying to figure out like what is the usual.
Usually, I automatically get advantage on strength checks and strength anything throws, and then any weapon damage I deal does an extra D4. But I mythiced it, so it went up 2 size categories.
You get an extra 6 strength.
Okay, let me
Say that.
do it this way. Boot.
Oh boy.
You grab it, going straight for the center of it. The city rocks above it, and you see little things falling off either side as the ship rocks and heaves. And you start pulling it down with you as the tentacles start grabbing at you to try to fend you off. To get an attack.
Yeah, sure.
And it will attack back.
Okay. This is just the first part of me disabling the ship, so...
My god. Yeah, that'll attack it. Attack it good. Alright.
Add 2d4 to this as well. Okay.
You snap at it, biting at the tentacles, grabbing at you, and as they're trying to like slap at you and smack you off it, it's completely ineffective. And at one point, you're just so annoyed by it, you bite one and just rip it off and toss it to the side, destroying a huge, like, acres of farmland. This thing is now rapidly descending. Due to
Well,
the...
she's holding on to it because she wants to make sure that it doesn't get away, so...
Yes. Another strength check.
Okay.
Continue to grab on, and let's just see if another fight happens. Does 23 hit Ingle's Dragon AC?
Yeah.
Alright.
She only has 22 AC because of her size. The size really reduces her AC a lot.
Yeah.
It's very easy to hit a target this big. Ow. That hurt.
Bite. It finally like gets its tentacles wrapped around you, and you feel some of them smacking in, and then some of them are like suctioning in, and they have like these teeth on the end that dig into your dragony
Okay.
hide.
I don't like that.
But you manage to just grab more with your teeth and pull them off and toss them aside. And one more strength check, as this thing has. Good lord, perfect. You just perfectly keeping this thing up.
I'm trying to, at least.
You.
Come onto the ground with me.
Can I get one more attack from you?
Yeah.
Okay, you needed a 25 to do it. Do your damage. I'm not like very knowledgeable of how fucking shelled creatures work,
Uh-huh.
but like I'm pretty sure the thing's like brain and stuff is still like in the front end of it, right?
I have no idea.
Is it
I
like an
think-
octopus?
Or like a mollusk.
The mollusk.
I'm not entirely certain if they even have brains.
Mollusks, with the exception of the most highly developed cephalopods, have no brain in the strict sense of the word. Instead, the cell bodies
Oh, yeah.
of nerve cells are concentrated in nerve knots.
Look at
An
that, my
important part
biology
of
serves me for
That
once.
works out perfectly then, because you just
We got our biology lesson today, our science class.
yeah, we learned.
Absolutely.
From Sark.
Then
Nice.
you from Sark.
Science, bitch.
Then you land a perfect bite inside its like I guess what you would consider its throat as it's like beaky where its like beak would come up and it would eat, so to speak.
Mhm.
And you just pull it out. And you pull out a bunch of these nerve knots that keep it like thinking and working, and you've destroyed part of its like initial like tract going to its digestive system. And can I get a dexterity save to see if this thing lands on top of you?
That's a good question. Did that go through? That's a 12.
Okay. Let me double check something.
And I had disadvantage due to my size on dexterity-based things, so... That's not looking too good.
Listen, you were very dedicated to
I
pinning
was.
it. You just forgot to factor in that it could then reverse pin you when you're successful.
Not success. Oh no, I've succeeded!
2 times.
Suffering from success. Task failed successfully. Nightbot, how does Ingowell get out of this one? Dude, stop killing. What the fuck?
And you know what, let's just do it twice, considering you're getting smushed. Take whatever 67 plus 70 damage is.
That's 137.
137 damage. And,
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
and you are. The front end of the ship is now about 100 yards from you guys. The ground shook and it was like the world was falling apart underneath you, but you're all still fine. Ingwill is partially stuck under the ground to the right of this thing. And I need a strength or a dex save, or how are you going to get out from under this before it just kind of crushes you to dust.
I guess I don't know how a strength check would make any use for getting out of the way of things, so I'm just
Well,
gonna have to do.
you're now in the way. You're trying to escape from under it.
Okay. I just the only thing I can think of is to make another dexterity roll to try to get out of the way of it.
All right.
Do an athletics check. Suplex it.
Daisy isn't here.
Become
He's not
Daisy.
here. 10.
Oh boy. Wait, don't you get like advantages or something due to your proximity to like any of us?
No,
No.
100 yards away.
Specifically was over 100 yards away.
Oh yeah.
So as the world is shaking from this thing crashing down and Ingewill just desperately clawing and smashing at the ground, trying to crawl out from under it. You hear again from the like almost megaphone voice. Tired of this one. Just because you got us down doesn't mean anything. She'll heal. Now will you please just die?
No.
Does the 29 hits Ingewill?
Yes,
The,
29 does hit Bingo.
Yes.
Can I try something?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. What are you gonna try?
Can I pop into Spain for a second with you just to clear this idea?
Of course.
It's Portugal.
Speak.
All I heard was no, I can say a bunch of stuff. Anyway, this guy's pissing Asha off. Can she try to put as much power as she possibly can into the sword in hopes that it does something to... I don't know.
Who the hell is? Get out of here! You get.
Oh, they're
Ibiza
back
has
now.
fallen. Ibiza has fallen.
Ibiza
Ibiza's
has
fallen.
fallen.
Who the hell
Wait.
was in there?
Who the hell
I
was
don't know,
what?
Some random person joined us.
Yo.
Where?
An Ibiza?
Yeah.
They're using a pizza.
Who the fuck is unknown one?
I don't
The
even
fuck?
see anyone in there.
Yeah, they're gone. That was weird. I'm scared.
What do you mean you're scared? This is
It's
your
our
server.
FBI agent!
God damn it, Greg! You aren't supposed to join the calls with us.
Are we keeping things kosher in here, fellas?
Yeah, who the hell?
They apparently joined September of last year.
Now terrified. Who?
That
I
sounds
thought
like
you
the
joined, so I
government.
was talking about, like, what Osh was gonna do, but...
Scared.
Did they say anything?
No.
Alright, anyway,
Do I need to up the... I want to up the security.
up the security of Ibiza, please. Ibiza cannot fall again.
Portugal is not safe.
When has it ever been safe?
We need a
John,
travel
really?
ban on Ibiza, please.
I need a travel ban.
Alright.
You want
know
to try
what?
that again? Or did you hear what I said?
I heard what you said. Please roll an Arcana.
I can't brain right now.
It's fine.
Alright, so if this succeeds, I was gonna say something, but...
We'll see what happens if you succeed.
How about a 25?
What exactly is Asha trying to do magically and like trying to make happen?
So what's this sword really doing? Is it just pulling, or is it just tethering this here, or the ship that is?
It basically took it and dragged it into this part of the universe and is keeping it here for the moment while you like figure out how to disable it from moving again. Which
So
seems to have happened.
it's a logical conclusion to draw that the sword is connected to the ship somehow, right?
Yes. Not in an intrinsic, like, fundamental way, but there is a magical connection right now. Yes.
But it has an effect on the ship. There is some kind of like arcane link that's doing stuff to it.
Yes.
So, Asha, hearing this guy drone on about the typical monologue from someone who is so confident in their misdeeds, she is going to just snap and say, "Shut the fuck up! I will erase you myself!" And then she will funnel as much of her power into the sword as she can. Normally, in other contexts, the amount of power that it would take to absolutely just sap it away from the manifester and usually drive her mad.
Oh boy.
One moment.
Oh no. He's reaching for the nuggies.
Oh, I am. I have to do a bit of reading for a moment. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves while I
You can't say that, you're not a teacher.
check something. What is a DM but a teacher with funny voices?
A t-
I'm dying. Ugh.
Why is
Like in the
everyone so
game,
quiet?
or
I don't know. I was
You guys can
choking
still
on
talk about
air.
stuff. I'm just doing a thing.
Why is everyone so quiet?
I was choking on air. I didn't mean to be quiet. I was forced
Was
into it.
choking on air.
I thought I was getting a lot of judgmental silence.
Yes, we're all quietly judging Ash for her actions.
I meant judging me.
Oh, why would we be judging you?
Oh no.
I can't find on the member list an unknown person.
They are here.
Oh no, there they are. Unknown one. A
Yes?
drop of green in an otherwise large pond of blue.
Smile.
Still have hopes, but is that a bad thing at this
They
point?
joined in September. I'm not overly concerned.
Their
Yeah.
whole MO was to infiltrate Portugal. That was their one objective.
And I get an intelligence. Just a straight intelligence roll. From
Check,
Asha.
save.
Just straight intelligence.
But I mean a check or a save.
Check, sorry. Sorry.
You're good. Oh, that is the wrong sheet. I have Morata's sheet up. There we go. Oh, she's got good intelligence. Not good enough. 13.
No.
My rolls have been bad today.
For once, we're the ones cursed with bad rolls, it seems.
Look, it's not a roll I'm making for Ferris, so of course it's gonna be bad.
As you do this, you simply hear, thank you. That's what I needed. And as the magic force is sent through the sword, and sort of it's vibrating in your hands. You can see the little edges where the crystalline bits from just the natural new way it looks are kind of cracking and then falling off and then reforming and cracking again. As the energy flows through Asha, and genuinely her mind just snaps.
Oh.
Her mind snaps, and
Has the rest of the party left by this point?
no one is left. No one has moved yet.
I want to make a quick perception check from Elena.
Yes. Elena cannot do anything quite yet, though.
I know, but I just want to make a perception check to see if she notices this. How's a 29?
That will notice. She immediately notices the change in Asha. As her...
Anyone looking at Elena notices her eyes are wide, mouth is open. She looks like she's going to shit herself any second.
Okay.
And
Oh boy.
Asha snaps. But then so does the magic. It's like a cord was suddenly unplugged from one outlet and moved to another. She can feel it around her still, but it's gone. And mentally, she's still lost it. But she can't feel the magic going through her hands anymore. And that's because the shield on the city gets bigger and taller and seems to solidify into an actual wall rather than the shimmering whatever. Thank you. And above the city forms a stone. I guess just a stone drill arrow, just a jagged chunk with a sharp end on one end. You'll be happy to know this is your fault. How much health does Ingewell currently have?
64.
What?
The giant, jagged chunk swiftly swings down and enlodges itself into Ingewell's neck, severing her head.
Well,
Like
like
severing
die
her
did
head?
they did?
And as this happens, her very big head rolls, turning to you guys. And as the final moments pass, you can see the light go out in her eyes.
Revivify.
Doesn't work.
Hey, do you remember that last use from the Ring of Three Wishes that Elena had in case of emergencies? I'd constitute this as an emergency.
Can I get a perception check from Elena?
27.
There's that emerge. Oops, hang on. It's not-
There's what emergency?
The city
There's no emergency.
that has crashed about 100 yards ahead of you. You see it swarming with things.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah, I think this emergency, the decapitated dragon that everybody loved, I think that's the bigger emergency here.
Okay.
Well, she is bigger in size. No.
I think Will
What's the
is
range of Revivify?
a solid way to help.
That's a good
I-
question.
Can fly
I can fly.
Yeah,
really
he could have
fast.
rushed over.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I have 60 fly speed without dashing. So I could make it relatively quickly.
Make your wish, magic woman.
Womed.
Wound. Elena is going to.
Also, there's a goose.
What?
Oh no!
Oh, we're
Are you
fucked.
sure about
Now I
this?
have to use the wish on that
There.
instead. Oh no!
You
Sorry, Inga Will, the
bastards.
goose takes precedence.
Where's the
Goose
goose?
takes precedence.
The
Yeah.
goose is loose, so prepare your caboose.
God, fucking.
Goose?
I hate
This-
Canada. I hate it so much.
This is me clearing this before I actually make the wish in the game, but the wish is going to be that Asha had not funneled that much power, had not funneled enough power into the sword to make the drill on the ship. Because that way Ingwa would still be alive, right?
You know what?
Or
That's
should she just go for the wish that would bring Ingwa back to life?
I mean, I was being attacked regardless, so I don't know
Yeah.
how it would have turned out either way. But you know,
Well, you know, the other way, your head would have still been attached.
There.
potentially, assuming it wasn't like a ray of disintegration. I don't know. I got hit by whatever it was. I don't know what it was.
I don't know. I just got hit by it.
It's gonna come. It's
Oh,
already
no,
been
I just
hit.
got obliterated.
I'm only at negative 88 HP.
Only.
Only.
Yeah, we can cure that.
Final
Is
decision.
that something we can
Is that
cure?
What is your wish?
DM, is that something that's curable?
Not with cure light wounds. Maybe
Resurrection?
like maybe you
With
get you
resurrection?
kind of glue it back on and you use like
Wait, can Curie
Restoration.
do
Wait,
anything?
I'm
What?
joking,
What?
by the way, I'm
Wait,
joking.
wait. I have a level 20 cleric. What can he do?
I was gonna say, what can Curie do?
I'm a level 20 cleric. If I wanted to, I could divine intervention this. I did not take the 9th level. Fucking true resurrection or whatever the fuck it was.
Starting to think Ingwa might just be fucking dead.
I took mass
As
heal.
time passes, as the stunned moment of silence passes and continues,
I do have resurrection.
Ingwill's body begins to dissipate into little rainbow specks and stars as it floats upward.
So it's just her
Well,
becoming
if-
a god.
This is happening in Sark's
She said she had to
presence.
die before she
Oh yeah,
became a
sorry.
god.
I was about to say, can I get like some roll for not to have a panic attack?
Sark
Sure.
remembers Ingwa burning herself out.
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know which one.
Let's just go
I'll
wisdom.
be right back.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
DC 18.
Wisdom save.
Ooh. You're not within range of a paladin.
Well, then he's going to be panicking and ripping anyone and everything in his way to pieces to steal her soul token before she can be gone.
She is 100 yards away from Sark.
I don't know
Mhm.
where would I be here on the map?
You are way like this is the very edge of the crashed city with the creature like the from where the creature was embedded into the ground. You were on its like front right. So you're like way this way.
Okay, I'm just moving myself over there.
I have a
Yeah.
question, DM.
I can
Yes.
do.
What's going on with Asha at the moment? How's she reacting to the influx of power?
How do I put this?
Because we might have a bigger problem on our hands.
That's the thing. She's having a panic attack and a full-blown possible psychotic break. There's not an ounce of magic in that woman currently.
She like me for real, for real.
Oh.
Is Der Gydrin still there?
What you've always felt from her as Der Gydrin is currently in the city.
Oh no. Oh, that's real bad. That is real bad. Well, gang, we gotta put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
Well, I can tell you Sark and Ingawell's mother are both already raging.
You know, that's an appropriate response.
I feel like they're currently raging, being dragged away by their prospective reapers, being like, "No, no, we gotta go. We have a job to do."
Yeah.
Also, I've realized based on the maps I made, this should be swapped around, and Ingwill is on the left side, not the right.
Okay.
Oh.
You stole
Sorry,
Sark's
guys, this is,
ability to take this token.
This is my bad.
Well,
Ooh, I am so sorry.
well, you still have that wish. How do you want to play that wish?
I don't know at this point.
I'll make this a little easier for you. Tiffany says, I wish Mom was still alive.
Oh,
Wait. Okay,
I
DM.
Well, what is
forgot.
Tiffany's
I
reaction
have-
to that?
I have an
What's
idea.
Ren's reaction to
Can
that?
I run it by you in Portugal?
Oh no.
Is
Yes.
Portugal safe?
We will see if Ibiza
Is it
if
safe?
Portugal has fallen.
Is it safe?
Is it safe? This works too. The private
it
recording
safe?
room in Ibiza.
Can Elena use the wish to rewind time to the start of the day before any of this went down?
She can try.
What do you mean she can try? Got a solid she can try answer from the DM, so I don't know if this is an idea I should go with.
God damn it. See, this is why Tiffany cast Wish.
Tiffany
I forgot
casts
Tiffany can do
Wish,
that.
and for a moment, everything gets incredibly like heavy. The air crackles, and the only thing that really happens is the booming voice not repeats, but says from the city, if you had a god to pray to, well, they can't hear you now.
Where'd Ren go?
You know, I'm gonna go 50-50 on this. I'm gonna This is my Hail Mary.
Say the
Elena is
words.
going to wish that the events that have unfolded. Hold on, I gotta think how to phrase this. To let you guys in on what I'm trying to figure out how to word. She's gonna try to rewind time to the start of the day before any of this happened.
Quick question while you're figuring out the wording for that. I don't remember what the rewrites do that Sark has, because Sark has 24 alternate dimension time rewrites, and I don't know what those do.
Dimension time rewrites. I
Yeah, it's 24 alternate dimension time rewrite, and I don't remember what those are or what they do.
John figures out how he wants someone's clicking the goose.
I think this is out of character. I'm not saying it yet. I
Yeah.
think the way I want to word it is, I wish to rewind time to when we were last on the airship.
On our airship,
On
not
our
theirs.
airship. I wish to rewind time to when we were
Irish.
last on our airship. Irish.
Irish.
Does that sound suitable? Does that sound like it has a chance of being okay?
What does this mean? Sorry, I'm now just in awe of the fact that I know I gave this to Sark. I just don't remember what it is.
I don't either.
I know it's not
Just
gonna
going
help
through
me.
all my stuff.
You can try.
Elena's gonna clutch her timepiece in one hand and the ring in the other. And she's going to say, I wish to rewind time to the last time we were on our airship.
She speaks those words, and she does. Nothing happens. Can I get perception checks from Aster, Tiffany, Elena, and that's everybody that's playing someone here currently? Oh yeah, I think you have to send Matri's sheet to Sark.
No. Right.
25.
16 for caster.
Give me a Dr. Pepper.
I don't think I did a bunch of shit on Matri though. I don't think I picked a lot of stuff.
Shit. Okay. Well then, send Matri this way, and Tamara's too angry, and we'll deal with that later.
Yeah, her last
If this works, we won't have to worry about figuring that out.
You all notice that you've all had your attention taken away from the castle crashing down, Ingwill being beheaded and disappearing, the monstrous army just kind of slowly crawling out of the city that's crashed ahead of you. You all kind of, for just a moment, didn't look at Ren and Asha. And Ren is currently, like, on his knees, face down in the ground, grasping the back of his skull, sobbing. And in the distance, from the
Does it rain
city,
down in Africa?
you faintly hear through that booming microphony voice the beginning of If I Could Turn Back Time. As fucking Xavius is taunting you.
Damn it.
God Machine off.
He's pissing me off right now. How far away is he?
Through a
Real
city.
far?
Through a city, and you can see that he is up a Kingdom Hearts 2 tower. Like, if you remember the fucking big middle tower with the staircase on the outside that you have to run up and around, that's essentially where he is.
Oh, like a Station of Awakening.
Yeah.
So does the ring retain its use since it just didn't work, or what?
Currently, it still feels magical, but
who fucking knows?
God Machine turned off. God Machine Bro
Ren
can
is
come
gone.
back tomorrow.
Well, good luck, guys.
As this thing.
There is something I can do, but I don't know if I should do it.
This buddy slowly steps forward. Terrifying giant creature with two big muscly arms that split apart into four forearms. Sideways mouth face. Just comes walking up. Slowly just stomping through the dirt, looking for something to chomp on. Asha's grabbed by Ren. And for a moment, no one hears anything. And then Asha's eyes go out. And disappear.
It's concerning phrasing, leading to even more concerning events.
You want to tell me what you mean by they go out?
They go out.
He
Like
no longer has eyes.
The light in her eyes goes out, and then they disappear. And they are replaced by two purple flames.
It's what happened with the arm chop.
And internally, there's a moment in the brain space where Ren connects to that, I guess, I don't want to just say port, but that, like, spot that, like, a warlock's patron fills in somebody's soul. And all Asha hears in her head is, "You've got this, kid. Fuck them up for my wife."
So
I was really waiting for you to say that all she hears is, "Hi, I'm Inglewood."
just there's a lot of reverb on it and it's very distant. Hi, I'm Inglewill.
You know what? For a moment, she actually does hear that. as she's brought back to the moment that she first properly met everyone, where Ingewill introduces herself all awkwardly and then just goes, "Hi, I'm Ingewill." Ren
So-
hands her the peach that would cut her off from their Gaidrin if anything goes crazy. And just all of that. And then it's as if that conversation is happening, but instead of the peach being handed to her, the scene is set and he just takes her hand and goes, "New deal. You do whatever you want. No rules. Just kill him."
So,
New patron.
would this manifest in a similar way that happens whenever she loses her power? Like she loses her control and is flooded with power. Like, does she take on that form? Is that what's happening?
Similarly, but she does know like friend from foe.
So, like I said, it's like that, but she's in control this time. She's
Yes.
cognizant.
Yes.
Okay, so
And she has that thing I mentioned to you.
she goes from this meek humanoid figure into one that is spindly in the same color of the flames that Ren was mentioning. It looks like if a spider was standing on its hind legs, and these, what would you say was like dark violet?
Dark violet, yes.
Those color of these just like ethereal fog-like tentacles sprout from her and just consume the rest of the 5x5 space that she's on.
Oh boy. If only Sark could focus enough to notice.
Sark's not anywhere near that right now.
No.
And Elena, noticing the color is different this time, she just stops dead in her tracks, and it's almost like in this moment the panic subsides because this is something she hasn't seen before, and it feels different.
Well, that's good. Different's good, right?
In this
We
case,
like
different's
different.
good. Good different. All right, so what level of spell do you guys think I should start off testing on this fucker in front of me?
13.
I've
After you get
I've
your
got my
free
limits.
spell.
DM.
After you get your free spell off.
I was gonna say, is the first one free
The
of
first
that
one
check?
the first one is oh, you don't even have to make the check. The first one's just a surprise spell.
Surprise!
There's no check
motherfucker.
needed for this, baby. This is all just free.
Surprise!
You've just been given one job.
Can we delete the giant dragon now?
No,
Okay.
I can, however, do this to make it more thematically appropriate.
Oh no!
I have a couple options here, but I want to oh man.
There we go.
All right, A,
14
B, or
from
C.
Tiffany?
Pick one. I have 3 different
B.
choices. A, B, or C.
Okay.
I say B.
I was gonna say B as well.
Why did I give
Okay, cool.
Elizabeth a job?
This is a certified Ingewill classic. Asha's gonna cast Meteor Swarm.
Jesus.
Ingewill Gaming!
Why did I give Matri a
Ingewill
turn?
Gaming.
You gave Montry to me because I was going to be Montry to begin with.
So,
Supposed to be Matri for
40-foot
this one?
radius
Fuck.
sphere.
When we were doing
4 of them.
4 groups, I
Oh
was
yeah, that's right.
the boyfriends and Montry.
Well, now it's
Let me-
caster here.
Let me get the old ruler out for this one.
Yeah,
Let's
nice.
have a look-see
Ink.
here.
We're just
Now I'm
doing
just the boyfriends.
we're just doing this group.
The
Okay.
middle one?
Yep, everybody
which
else has
one?
already been shuffled off to do their thing, whether they
Okay,
like
cool.
it or
Just do
not.
that.
Delete him from delete Zatch then. And Sark. You're rolling tomorrow, Sark.
Oh yeah. It's initiative is 1d20
She
Plus
has
and
a plus
other stuff.
9. She has a plus 9, and she gets advantage. She also, because you said she has rage, gets to move 20 feet automatically.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
once after this nice big spell happens.
All right, so first one's gonna go right here, and that is 40 feet, and I need deck saving throws from everybody there.
Let's say. I love
And this
it.
is at 4 different locations.
Ingol's head is crying.
Do any of those pass?
Let's see here.
10, 17, 16. I doubt it.
Let me go to her spell DC because I was staring at the spell list here. None of those. Okay, that one did.
That's
The
initiative
20,
for these
the
guys.
26. Oh, okay, 26 obviously would pass.
So everything failed its save.
Yeah, everything below an 18 fails. So that's the first one.
All right.
I think
Ink
number.
Did you roll a second time, Sark? She has
No.
advantage. I
Oh.
told you she has advantage on all initiative checks.
Right. Right.
Number
Uh.
2, I think, is going to go right here.
Nat
Never
20.
mind.
29.
29. Tomorrow's pissed.
Yeah.
Your mom is very pissed.
That was her last baby.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Wherefore art.
So the bigger things pass.
Number 3 is going to go over. Probably afford to go one more over. All right, number 3 is going to go right there. A little bit of overlap.
That's a lot of geese.
It's only
Why are there so many
3.
geese?
They were partying.
There's 4. There's 3 in a group there, and then there's 1 at the very front.
Fuck your
She is
geese.
only targeting the geese.
They are clearly the biggest threat.
They are the only threat.
Look, we don't know that the geese aren't the ones that made that drill.
They probably
could
are.
have.
Fucking geese.
I mean,
I
do
bet
you
they are.
know what they say about?
Like I said, the goose is loose, so prepare your caboose.
Good lord.
Oh,
Geese are dead.
Good. Mission accomplished. Let's go.
Kill the fucking geese.
This is dead. All right, next.
What about everything in this range here, like these tiny little things?
Where was the next
The
one?
geese.
Because there was one here. Whoops. Because there was one here, one over here, and then there was that one that you just counted.
Oh, right. These were within that one's range. Sorry, these failed. Those little ones. Super little
I'm
ones fail
sorry,
and die.
little ones.
Like pretty much no matter what you roll, they're gonna fail and die.
she decided she wanted geese nuggies.
And then just to spice things up, can she see where she, like the top of that tower? Is that technically something that she can see? Oh, what?
Yeah,
That's
but
not
I'd
within
say
the
it's
range. No.
300 feet away at the very least.
Would the ship be within a mile of her?
Definitely.
Meteor Swarm has a mile-long range.
You
Yeah,
can
that's what
throw
I'm
one
reading
at the
here.
shield just because.
Nah, not just because. I'm not going to waste it. Double tap on some of these. I'm going to drop
Geese.
a second one on the geese! Fuck you,
You
geese!
can't double tap with Meteor Swarm,
Fuck the
unfortunately.
geese.
Well, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of area here to work with.
That's fair.
Yeah, meteor storm covers a huge area, but it specifically
Yeah,
says you can only do damage from one meteor onto one target.
it's a total of 160 square feet if you add the 4 together.
I'll say you
Yeah.
finish off most of the small things through a combination of just where they hit.
That's
Good. Now, if her and Elena will roll initiative.
Boy, I studied the wrong sheets for this session.
Hmm.
I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I have Morata's down pat. Everything's fine.
Now that's part 2. Then part
Asha
3.
got a nat 20.
Let's go. What is that? What is
Oh.
that total?
She's pissed. This is probably the most pissed any version of Asha's ever been.
She
and
actually had friends and family, and these people are trying to take them away.
And Elena got a 13.
What is her? What is that total for Asha?
23.
Mom goes first.
How? What the fuck? She got a 29.
Rings?
Ring's initiative is currently 0.
Ring's
Ring's turn is crying over mom.
Ring's turn is just kind of like deflating, falling onto the ground, sitting there staring and crying. He's
Dang,
unable to do anything.
Ring's just like me, for real, for real.
Tamara, smashy smash.
First she gets to go forward 20 feet, but I can't control Tamara.
Yeah, I'll fix that.
Whew, there we go. She was here. Let's see. How do I...
So you could get here and still hit this thing.
Yeah. We're gonna go from behind then.
Keep in mind, that doesn't count as your movement. She just gets to move 20 feet for raging.
Yep. And then she gets 2 attacks with her fancy icy axe. And I gotta look at this page. Let's see, she's raging.
17.
So that's 1d8 plus 15 plus 17. What does she roll to hit?
17.
Well, yeah.
Plus 17. So it's
Okay.
1d20 plus 17.
1d20, 17, so 8, 19.
A 19 will hit.
Okay, good.
That would have been a sad first attack.
Alright, so first attack.
Keep in mind, at any point in time, because you're a barbarian, you can choose to recklessly attack even mid-attack and get advantage on all your attacks.
Mm-hmm.
She's probably already
I'm
gonna
just
have
about
advantage because she's coming at it from behind, which would
Well, then you should
technically.
probably re-rolling a second time to get your advantage then.
You could crit. You did not.
No,
Now you
I did not.
definitely hit it.
She's got tier
It's-
3 brutal critical, so if she critically hits, she does 3 additional dice worth of damage.
beautiful.
So,
Well,
so
1d8.
now you're gonna roll 1d8 plus 15, and then a 1d6.
And 1d. The 1d6 is ice damage specific.
All right, give
frost
me,
damage.
Plus 15.
give me the next one.
D8 plus. And okay, the next one is a crit.
That's a damage.
Well, yes, but a crit on damage. So
Is
No.
it 2d8 plus d6?
no, I was just happy that
haven't
I
rolled
rolled
the
the
hit.
highest number.
You haven't rolled the hit.
You haven't rolled
All
a hit.
right.
Okay, you hit.
roll
I'll take
roll
that.
again. Roll
but
again. See if you crit. Okay.
I'll take that, but you gotta still try to roll the hit.
I just don't normally have to roll individual dice.
That's
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't have to roll
56.
one. Shut up.
54 damage.
One slice across this weird thing's chest. Another
10
just
of it
fucking
being ice.
obliterates this thing's arm, just cutting it off its body and freezing the the wound as it just screams.
Um,
And says, "Fuck you, you're not my mom," and attacks you.
Yes.
That's
I
my
mean-
purse. I don't know you.
Unless you have something else you need.
Nope. She's
It
not
only
a
had
she's
2
not a
attacks.
she's not a berserker. She can't get extra
Yeah.
attacks or anything.
nah.
She's a bearer totem barbarian, so she just takes half damage from everything and has a fuck ton of HP.
Yeah. Ain't nothing you're gonna throw at me gonna do full damage.
It's not even gonna hit. You really fucked up its arm. As it
Oops.
makes two attacks with one of its arms and then tries to bite and misses. Fuck me. Alright. The rest of them just
the one getting fucked over.
kind of move forward because they're all taking their turn at once. So excuse me while I just collectively move everything forward. While John, who's next? John makes
That's
Asha
me.
do more stuff.
All right, so let's see what other fun little tricks do I have up my sleeve. This is actually the first time I'm using 9th level spells. Believe it or not, in all my time playing D&D, this is the first time I'm actually using 9th level spells. I typically play melee classes.
You will find that they are surprisingly lackluster.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the power trip at the moment.
You say kind of lackluster, I say how high.
Like 3 batches of weed high.
How
3
about
blunts.
how about 5,000 gold's worth of weed?
Hell yeah. Ferris is the town dealer.
Yeah, well, Tiffany bought her entire stash.
Well,
I just wanted to be known that is what he spent most of Tiffany's money on.
Is weed.
Yeah,
Weed and
Uh,
porn.
I was given 1,000 gold for Tiffany. I asked if I could spend 10,000 of it on crappy romance novels and pornography, and 5,000 of it on hemp. And I was allowed to.
As
Why
one
not?
does.
I also have
it's on brand.
I also have in Tiffany's inventory a black diamond from the Halloween session, a big zucchini, and a big bag of hemp. So
oh no.
I'm going to this battle fucking prepared.
Like a mom
Seems
going to see
very-
Twilight.
Seems very fitting that
Like
Tiffany
a mom
is
going
still.
to see Twilight.
Yeah. I mean, I
very fitting.
suppose so.
You know what, DM? Just for this, thanks to Ren's boon, I'm gonna only roll my purple dice for Asha. Speaking of which, she's gonna do something fun here. Can she actually hear Ren in her head?
Yes.
Oh, he's in for a fun time getting a glimpse into that shit show.
I don't think it's gonna phase him that much.
You could listen, don't look back is all I'm gonna say.
You think she got some fucked up brain thoughts?
This reminds me of that image where Goku and Vegeta fist bump in front of every Marvel character. I hate you, Hex. Absolutely obliterating my cool moment.
What the fuck?
That's
That's
hex
it.
for you.
Game's over. Rocks
I
fall.
love
everyone's dead.
I love the version of that meme with the Charles Xavier meme where he makes them kiss and it's like, good going, Charles. I didn't do shit, Tony. All right, so let's kick this off with another bang, shall we? Time stop at 9th level.
Yes.
Which gives me, is it max turns that I get?
Yeah.
All right, so I get 5 turns in a row. Where I can use my actions and move as normal.
Oh boy.
And Asha having not exactly much of an idea of what to do. She's just gonna think, try to
Quicksilver
telepathically
is.
speak to Red. She's gonna be like, Hello?
Oh,
Oh, you're in my head now. It's kind of weird. What should I do?
This indecisive
the
baby.
silence of like the palpable silence of like the feeling of someone looking left and right, like confused before just going, kill all of them.
But yeah, I know that, but you know, any pointers, any advice? I'm not used to having this much power for long, so I don't get to use it a whole lot.
And blast.
Have fun with it.
S-S-S-S-A-A.
I think I'll
Do
do just
something
that.
big. That's always fun.
Big.
Something big.
Big. Okay.
That's
It's Sark now.
So let me find what you said the save was for that. You sent it to me in my messages. Why I didn't throw this in her notes section, I don't know.
Now is always the time for dance.
Always. Okay, so it is a 1d4 to see if she can cast it again. So let me... 4. What does that mean?
That means it takes 4 turns so you can cast Time Stop or Meteor Swarm again. And then I need another one for Time Stop.
2.
2 non-Time Stop turns.
2 what?
2 non-Time Stop turns. So you can cast Time Stop again.
Got it. Let me start putting all this in a note, so I can
That's
keep track
probably
of
helpful,
it.
yes. Actually, for the sake of it, let's say you can only cast Time Stop once, but you get maximum turns, just to be not rude to everybody. So just however
10-4.
many turns for the other one.
Actually, or can I? Okay, wait. Let me see how many other people are in the initiative order. Okay, so there's 5 of us in the turn order here, outside of the disgusting guy,
That is, all of them take 1 turn.
and outside of Tamara. I was gonna say, could I shorten it to 1 turn each, but like divide it amongst everybody?
Yes! Yes, you fucking can.
So Ringcaster, Elena, and Tiffany now get 2 turns. Since we're all gonna go before Tamara and the other thing. This disgusting abomination.
Hell yeah.
Alright,
What
so
the fuck do I do now?
that's a good question. Your mom. Doing your mom. She's gonna look
Yours.
around, see everyone else moving, and go, holy crap, that worked.
Got it.
Oh, that worked. Ren, this is so cool.
Fucked around with this in a long time.
What else can you do?
The Macarena.
Point something and give your fingers a snap.
She's gonna look at her like foggy ethereal appendage that she used to consider a hand, and it's going to sharpen itself,
Oh.
and she's going to cast Blade of Disaster at 9th level. So
Asha
it
is now the Swiss Army knife of the party.
So I can make 2 melee spells with the blade, each against a creature, loose object, or structure within 5 feet of the blade.
Thunder.
On a hit, it takes 4d12 force damage. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, let's go. So she is going to put it. Can I make it so it's just like on her, like a melee weapon?
Oh yeah, hell
Awesome, awesome. So she's gonna run up, and I'm gonna hit this thing twice as my other attack. So that is the first one's going to be a 19.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if I roll an 18 or higher, it counts as a crit.
hell yeah.
Nat 20.
That's I'll say
Nice.
that's 4
Hell
times.
yeah.
You'll say what?
I'll say that's
It's 4
double
times.
crit 4 times.
And that's also on top of the extra 8d12 force damage dealt by a crit. So I'm gonna roll the normal one first because this is gonna get we're gonna get some big numbers here.
I got the calculator open.
All right, so first one is 4d12 force damage from the initial one. Where's my
I have the
d12?
calculator ready
There
to
you
go.
are. So, well, I'm keeping track of the first one, so that's
I'm keeping track of the whole total.
that's cocked. All right, so that is 30 force damage from the initial hit. And then are we just quadrupling the damage instead of just quadrupling the dice?
Yes. So, 90 damage.
All right, well that's not the crit.
Oh, all right. Well,
That was the first
that
one.
was
That's
the
30.
normal one, which was a crit, because it
So
was
we're-
18, 19, 20. We're quadrupling the crit.
No, that was if I roll an 18. I rolled a 15
okay,
plus the modifier was a
Oh,
19.
Okay. Never mind. Then ignore me. Then yes, so
Okay,
30.
so this is going to be 12d12 times 4.
Yeah.
I am very excited to see what number we end up with.
All right, just tell me what they all are.
I'm rolling it through D&D Beyond here, so it'll just give
Oh.
me a number at once.
Fair.
Not called Black Blade of Disaster for no reason.
Damn. That's gonna be a solid 92 damage. Quadrupled.
Before the quadruple.
Yeah.
So that's 368.
God damn. 398 plus the 30.
368 plus 30. 398, yeah. God damn. Ingewill numbers.
Yeah.
Asha
Can't
was like, you took our
remember.
Ingo
I will take
you
your
Ingo
life.
won't.
I can't remember if it's Yu Yu Hakusho or Inuyasha, where like there's just a demon running at like one of the more powerful characters, and then they just fucking swing one arm, and in a flash, it is a mess of blood and dust. But
Probably
Sounds
you.
Pretty sure it's both of them.
It's like both of them, actually,
like
yeah.
that is essentially what just happens.
Just
It
goes,
is
fuck you.
viscera stuck in the air because it's still time stopped. Because at this point, it is not a person; it is an object.
So that's her first turn. Let me roll a d4 to see what the cool off for that one is. 2 turns again. Blade of Disaster. So that's... Yeah, because this sticks around for a minute. And it can also harmlessly pass through any barrier, including a wall of force.
Yeah, it cleaves directly through space. Don't forget to add your proficiency modifier whenever you attack.
Yeah, I did that before. That was how I got a 19 the first turn.
Mm.
Or the first attack.
All right, take your next one.
So she's gonna try something a little lower. She's gonna try an 8th level spell this time around. I just imagine she's just kind of sauntering along, kind of mentally flipping through all of her options. She's kind of walking by everybody, not even just giving a shit at this point.
There's
Just
a
'cause-
man playing a tiny ukulele in the background wherever she wants.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds pretty fucking gnarly.
I know, right? Tiny ukulele.
No, I'm reading the list of a spell, and this is. Oh, oh god. Okay.
This is porn for John.
I'm not used to this level of. God, I'm reading through the names
Porn.
of some of these spells, and I'm just recoiling. All right, so a cube, you say spell name? Is that correct? Yeah, I think I'll try that one next. God, I'm like a kid in a candy store over here. This is fun. This
You're
is.
like something into something.
I'm seeing the light here. As far as spellcasters are concerned, this is awesome.
Blinded by the light.
All right, so what are just from what check would it be to know if these creatures are made out of like flesh and viscera and squishy stuff, or if they're just made of pure magic?
That'd be Arcana.
21.
Everything's made of some kind of meat. Nothing here is summoned. These are either some sort of creature fucked up by the void or a void creature.
All right, well, you've convinced me. Maybe a little higher. Yep, right about there. I'm going to cast Abi Dalzim's Horrid Wilting,
Ugh.
which means that I draw moisture from every creature in a 30-foot cube centered on that point within range, and each creature must make a Constitution saving throw. Constructs and the undead aren't affected, and plants and water elementals make the saving throw with disadvantage.
19 is the highest.
Oh, did you just generalize some of the rolls?
Yes. I picked similar stats for these, so
It was
it's
higher.
sets of people.
Yeah, it was right there.
Yep.
Okay. So, everyone who didn't roll higher than 18, they're going to take 12d8 necrotic damage on a failed save.
Okay.
So I'm going to, again, roll this through D&D Beyond because I don't have 12d8s. Or at least I don't feel like pulling all of them out. Cripes. That's going to be 45 points of necrotic damage. I didn't roll that great.
Finish off a couple of small things
She's just dehydrating them.
as they shrivel into like jerky.
Oh, cool. I rolled a 1 for the cooldown.
Awesome. So it is now Tiffany's 2 turns.
All right. Tiffany is going to puff. She's going to puff. She's going to say,
Blow your house down.
shouldn't have done that to Mom. And cast Draconic Transformation.
Yes.
Boom shakalaka.
That gets rid of one of the stone carvings that I have of Ingowell. And allows me to, and thankfully this is a bonus action,
allows me to. Well, now I have blind sight for the next minute. I also don't have possession of Tiffany.
God damn it, Tiffany.
The power of his
possessed.
thought.
That's too much.
I do
There we
appreciate
go.
that it's still Beach Tiffany.
The normal Tiffany
The end of
disappeared at
time,
some point.
Speedo is the correct answer.
I guess so. Let me just input my health. So now I have blind sight. I've got 60 feet flying, and I have a breath weapon, which I can use as a bonus action on every turn,
And this
including this one.
is uh
It's a 7th level spell.
7th level spell, and what's Tiffany's
Straight climb.
casting modifier?
Well, she has a +6 proficiency. Oh, charisma +5.
Well, now it's +8 as you take on Mama Ingawill's. A bit more from Mama Ingawill than usual, as you now have a 28 charisma.
Oh my god. My god. What have I
Shotgun.
done?
My God!
My God,
a
a
thong!
shotgun. My God, a meteor swarm.
This is not
All
my
right.
house.
So,
This is not my beautiful wife.
this is not my beautiful wife. So let's see. 60-foot cone. Let's do.
I like how Sark only has premium spouses.
You really do now.
Hey DM, level with me
How's-
for a sec. Is
Yeah.
How's
Xavius
that as
a
a 60-foot cone? Oh, that works. Oh, a little bit to the right, please. Yep, that works. Thank you. Everything in that cone needs to make a dex save. Taking
Hex, how does your brain come up with the things that you type?
29 damage on a fail, half on pass. And the meat to beat is 23.
They all fail. I don't know how Hex thinks the thing. Should have convert the monsters to Catholicism.
Level with me,
Oh,
DM.
yeah.
Is Xavius afraid of anything?
Your mom.
Not really.
He's afraid of Sark's mom, who is not here. It's bunnies. He fears bunnies.
I mean, genuinely though, is there something that he does fear?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay. Just trying to weed out my options of what I want to do with him when everyone gets to him. I want to make him as uncomfortable as possible.
So that's turn 1, Monsieur Tiffany.
Yep. And turn 2.
2.
9, 5. And then like 30 or so feet, like directly upwards. Oh, no. I'm going to cast a Charm Monster on this little guy here. Need a whiz save.
One of the worst ones. 7.
He's mine now. For the
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
and until somebody attacks it, it's on our side.
Fantastic.
And I'm going to use the bonus action to just
How do we get the cone?
Click
Here's
the
the cone. Thank you.
measure, and then there's an
There we
option
go.
to pick. Yeah. Just doing it again.
Yeah, over there. But
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna use. I've got sorcery points.
Hell yeah.
Careful. I can use a spell save. Use- Cause of
Oh.
con mod creatures to pass my spell save for 1 sorcery point. Sorry, Tamara, but you're gonna take a little bit of damage, but you're
You
gonna
can
pass it
you can
automatically.
fly over
You're gonna pass it.
tomorrow.
Alright, that works too. Then keep the sorcery
Mara
point.
takes half damage from everything.
Well, it would have
Yeah.
taken quarter anyways, so.
Yeah.
You can't hurt Grandma.
Grandma
Yeah.
cannot feel pain right now.
There. Everything
Heal.
there.
Perfect. All right.
We
Well,
good?
only one thing passed.
Because it's
Okay.
nat 20. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
They
Suppose
take,
one of the 3 rolls passed.
that's shit.
That is.
That's so shit.
Can't you re-roll the one?
No, only if it's fire. This is force.
Oh.
That's fair.
Otherwise, I'd be doing it left and right.
All right.
Do you believe you get to add your charisma modifier to both of these?
Ring still doesn't have an initiative.
No,
Yeah.
there is no.
Ring's crying.
Oh.
It's part of the Draconic Bloodline, and I'm pretty sure Tiffany has the Draconic Bloodline, do they not?
Yes, they do.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, so you get to add your charisma modifier because they're
So
level
another
21.
8 damage.
Hold on.
Okay.
You know, Drake. I'm just reading through this here. Sorcery points. Are you sure it's not, okay, you can use a sorcery point to gain resistance to your draconic element for an hour, or end your spells that deal that type deal mod extra damage. No, it's a sorcery point.
Yeah, you can spend sorcery
And-
points freely.
Yeah, but it's not of my element. Like I said, that's force.
It's Mom's element.
He's a
Alright.
prismatic. There's not a specific element for his
Yeah.
prismatic.
You've killed 4 of them.
Two sorcery points it is.
Wait, guys, I might have a way to bring Ingowill back.
see.
Just stop
I'm
being so
reading-
dismissive.
I'm reading the description of a spell here, and it's optimistic. It's got me optimistic. All right, Elena's turn. Did I lose everyone?
No.
No.
It's Elena's turn.
It's later.
Okay.
Sorry,
I thought someone was gonna say it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Okay.
no, we're just trying not to interrupt you.
it's time for
No,
the
no, I'm-
shooty bang bangs.
All right, so yeah. So for her first turn, she is going to, as a bonus action, call her echoes forth.
Yeah.
Her little firing squad, if you will. Where is her sheet? There she is. So there. And there. And then her displacement cloak duplicate, which is just there for show.
Yeah.
Yeehaw indeed. So, first thing they're gonna do, this poor son of a bitch right here.
Is he
Is
poor
gonna feel-
though?
It's about to be in a minute. It's about to be in a minute. It's gonna feel the full might of 3 attacks from Elena with her pistol in tandem. I already used my bonus action for that turn, so I can't make the others attack. But that is going to be. Let me roll the first one here. 23, 29, and 22.
I'll hit.
So I'm just gonna roll the d10s all at once. You and you. And you. Okay, not bad. There's going to be 20 points of piercing damage as she is fanning the hammer on that one. Now then. For her second turn, and for my next trick.
Many rabbits are in.
So, can I put a portal behind this thing right here?
Sure.
And it doesn't notice me, right?
You'd have to roll stealth, but
I mean, she's not going through it. She's just opening the portal.
oh, sure, yes then.
All right, cool. I'm going to unload 3 more shots on it with sneak attack.
Hell yeah.
First one's another 21, another 29. And the third one is a 16 hit.
Yeah, no.
No.
Sorry, my brain was like 60. Of course that hits. And I'm like,
So
wait,
what-
no.
How would I get a 60?
That's exactly it. My brain, dude.
That sounds right. No, that doesn't sound right. Alright, so I'll just roll the base damage first and then the sneak attack.
He's just so used to us wrecking all of his plans. He's like, what? You rolled a 60? Sure, that checks.
Yeah. So that's going to be a 23 base damage from all 3 shots. Oh, wait, no. That'd be 32. I forgot to add the other 2 plus 4s to the attacks. Okay. So there's that. And then for the sneak attack,
Whoa! Watch the charmed monster.
that is going to be an extra 19 points of piercing damage.
Hell yeah.
I did not roll too stellar with that.
That, one turn or 2?
That was both of her turns.
Okay. Caster! Like an old horse.
Caster, our favorite math blaster.
Caster feels annoyance sweep over him for a moment before it doesn't quite feel as aggressive and crazed as before. But this old shadow sweeps over him and his skin grows a little pallid and he feels strange as all of your base stats are doubled and all numbers that you like for your spells are also doubled. So if you roll 2d6, you would roll 4d12.
So I have 40 wisdom right now?
Yes.
40 wisdom?
Hold on.
He was.
I not only do I have 40 wisdom, I have 40 con.
As his eyes are also replaced with the same purple fire.
Okay, I might need to actually edit his sheet for a second.
Yes, take a moment.
Edit character. You're gonna fuck with his HP too.
Yeah. Not that I expect anything will live to hit any of you.
Okay,
Oh,
strength.
fuck with
Override
Thatch's husband.
score for strength becomes a 26. Dexterity becomes a 32. Con becomes a 40. Intelligence also becomes a 26. Wisdom is also a 40. And charisma is a 30. Okay. How much health do I have now? This is fuck. Am I doubling my spell save DC or is that too much?
Oh,
Because
that's too much.
that'd be a 48.
That's too much. Dice you roll though, and all that.
Let's see. Where was that spell? It was a 7th level spell I was looking at casting for my first turn. Which would be Firestorm. And I'm going to cast it like that. It's
Beautiful.
10 by 10 squares
Yes.
that I can arrange however the fuck I would like.
Yeah.
And
I'll
if you're
assume
saying I'm doubling the damage, like the dice I roll,
yes.
this is 14d10.
Yes.
Oh.
No. 14d20.
Oh, double the actual dice too?
Yes. This is the big finale. Everybody gets something cool.
Okay. So I need everything in that line to make a dex save of 24.
Oh, damn it.
It's definitely higher than 24.
The DC is 24.
Either way, they both rolled 11. So there's
So
roll your damage.
roll
You have more,
14.
you have more wisdom than Inglewill had charisma, and her saving throws were like 27.
It's
Actually, I think they were
Ew.
very 30.
7th level spell, so it's
Dude,
Oh, that's
Tamara.
No,
Pathfinder. you're thinking of.
It's
you're
the
right.
spell save DC. I didn't buy him stuff intending for him to be attacking with spells.
Fair. Right. I forgot we talked about this.
Dude,
So that's
Tamara.
145 damage to everything in that line except for Tamara and
Okay.
Of course.
Tiff.
Boop.
What about Tiff?
They are
You're not
unharmed.
taking the damage, even though you're in the range. You just fire explodes around you.
I'm very resistant, anyways.
Yeah, it's fine. And then I'm gonna use some movement. How much can he move? How many feet?
All the feats.
No, that's habit.
20 feet.
Why do they have to change everything? Where's his fucking movement speed?
It'd be 30 normally, so 60.
Oh, everything doubled. Okay.
Yes.
You like, oh Jesus Christ.
Listen, it's exciting. It's fun.
Ren really, really wants everyone to avenge his wife.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna come up to like here. And then let's see. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things.
I like that we're saying.
I have 9 things. It's gonna be. I'm not casting Bless on all the Elena copies.
Yeah, well, they're not real, so.
So I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just need 6 targets, so that I think is just a 3rd level Bless.
Yeehaw!
So yeah. Ring, Elena, Elizabeth, Tamara, Tiffany, all got Bless. D4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
So 2d8.
So 2d8 to all your attack rolls and saving throws.
All right. Hey, Ring, you
2D,
okay,
got it.
buddy?
I'm just gonna put the little status thing over so I don't forget. Don't mind me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Especially because we're going to end after
That's
this
the
full turn is over. Because
thing.
it's getting late.
Oh yeah, I can't do that as a bonus action. It's an action. Never mind. I had one more thing, but I'll do it later.
Oh, Ferris is still here in the bottom.
Yeah, Ferris is up in the sky. If anyone looks up, her and Bubs are just fucking swarmed by these like creepy 8-winged bat creatures.
And just imagine you hear from up in the sky. Holy fuck!
Fuck, shit. Like, occasionally one falls like on the ground nearby.
Shit, no!
Hey, Ring, how you doing, little buddy? You good?
No.
You've been blessed.
Is it time yet, or are you just gonna relax?
He's gonna sit there and cry for
Oh,
both of his turns.
Oh.
Tamara,
Oh.
Tamara, you get 2 turns, and
Right. 2d8.
Yeah.
He cries in 2d8 twice.
See,
Tamara.
yes, I forgot to move her before I opened up all these windows.
It's okay. I'm gonna say you get an extra 3 attacks.
Ooh.
You're just pissed. I can't really think of anything special for Mama, other than I want to cut these things to
Oh.
ribbons.
It won't let me put stats past 30.
Won't let you.
You're just too good.
Beyond won't let you put a stat above 30.
That's
Listen.
fantastic.
Are
I'm
these
gonna.
things to be attacked?
No, they're like tentacles from underneath it that went up and like fell back like onto the city when it crashed down.
Oh, okay, so they're like dead.
Yeah, they're twitching at best.
Right. Well, no one else seems to be in danger, so she's just gonna move her happy butt up here. And she's going to start by attacking the weird pink thing.
Ah!
15.
What,
Yeah, I'm right there
Jump
with you,
scare.
pal.
what's a 15? It's a 48.
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
you know.
There you go. You have an advantage
happened?
because of barbarian, so roll to see if you crit. Okay, you hit.
2d8. And then 1d4 or 1d6.
2 more d8 because of caster.
To the attack roll, not the damage.
For everybody else.
Okay, so 2 more d8 then.
So 4d8 for every attack, and alright, that's 1 attack. You have 4 more. If you want to
Oh,
roll
boy.
all your attacks at once, that is acceptable.
Well, but she also has to do, because she does the one, she normally does the 1d8 plus 15 for damage, and then an additional 1d6 for specific frost damage.
Yeah, so first
So
things
add
first.
15 to 10 and 9.
Yeah. And then
And then I guess 2d6 if she's rolling 2 sets of
2d6, yeah.
2d8.
Alright, so 9 more damage. And then roll just roll 8d20.
8d20. There's 6 and 7, 8.
Okay. Hit. It's 19. You said her to hit was
Yes.
hit. All right, everything hits, nothing crits. So,
Okay. How many d8s?
uh,
48's right?
here. A thing you can do will be
Yes.
slash roll.
I mean, I can do the / roll.
Plus. You can do that, and it should work.
Okay. 4d.
What the fuck is
Eight.
this?
Faster. I'm importing.
Ah, okay.
Where the frick is plus? One.
That should do the whole roll. Is there a baby in the room?
Is there?
31. All right. That's hit 2. Hit 3.
It's 3. Let's see.
No. They are wandering around though. Joey let them out of the crate.
Wait, why? No, you already did the hit part. That's what the 8d20s were.
That's the damage, I thought. I
No,
thought the
no.
d20s were the...
No, the d20s
Oh,
were to
right,
see
the
if you
8d.
hit all your
Yes.
attacks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you have advantage, so it was 8d20, just in case you crit
Yes.
or nat 1, but you still have advantage, so you just did it anyway.
Yes. So then is that
I just did the
everything?
math on caster's
you-
HP.
You have 3 more attacks, so you can roll the 4d8 plus what if you just hit up like twice, I think, or 3 times. It'll bring you back to that, and you can just keep rolling it.
Dakota, just look at his health real quick. Look at how much health you gave him.
That's beautiful. All right, that
I
will
think that's more than some bosses we've fought.
kill it, and you can switch to the other one next to you.
Yeah.
Next 3.
Oops. Okay.
Smack. Next hit. That will kill it, so you can actually run over to one of these other guys and kill them too, probably.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Smack. Smack. And that one having gotten hit quite a bit, also fucking dies. And Tamara is covered in the blood and bits of these things, screaming Ingwill's name.
Good.
And we will finish this part next week, as I don't want to keep everyone too late. And,
That works.
We'll move on to the stealth group after this. I hope you all enjoyed the second part of our finale.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
The session was
Ingwill's
wild.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Hell
everybody.
yeah.
blood
Ingowill's
pursuit.
fucking dead.
Not for long.
Ingwill's fucking
Not if I
dead.
have something to say
I
about
have a
it, which I
cleric with
do.
760 HP.
Yeah, baby. The deep state is what we call Hex's ass. And I'm infiltrating it.
See ya.
Infiltrating the deep state. Sorry, Hex.